as we're going through, let's work together and build this deck. The I think the main hero here is uh who was it? I picked him up. Oh, the Thurnadir. Thurnadir. So they get +1 willpower for each side quest in the victory display. They start at an 8 cost. They have a 2 willpower, and then as they set up, you actually get a side quest, so you can guarantee starting with at least one of them in your hand, and then you can blitz through that, and then get him up to a 3 willpower pretty immediately. So I think we're definitely gonna go here, and if I know he's relatively new. I think he's within the last couple packs, potentially the last pack. Honestly, it's been a little busy and they've all kind of run together. Um, so there's that. We've got a lot of allies and everything as well that are going to lean into this strategy. And so we'll find those here in a second, but I do want to look at the side quests because we are limited to only 3 heroes. We're going to have to figure out where we don't want to go, in which aspect we don't want to do. So we're definitely doing lore. I think we're gonna do tactics as well, mainly because the tactics side scheme of the new one that we just got, the keep watch. So limit 1 copy of keep watch, but while this is in the victory display, each non-unique enemy engaged with you gets -1 attack. So that just seems really good, especially because our spider here, the brood mother, is going to be summoning just a good number of spiders throughout this game. And those spider broodlings are non-unique and they have 2 attack. So if we have this in the victory display, they're only attacking us for 1. And that gets a lot easier to deal with, especially if, and here's my crazy idea. I'm wondering if we go with uh, Bjorn, because Bjorn does not exhaust to defend. So these spider broodlings, once we have that in the victory display, he can just kind of they're trivial at that point, and we don't take any damage with Bjorn. That's kind of the idea that I'm thinking through. I have not decided if I want to go away from either leadership or spirit because yeah. Uh, we'll see. Uh, and Spirit is so good at questing. Now that we have Thurnadir, we may have enough questing already. But I really like Spirit. Spirit's probably my favorite. It feels really good. I'm gonna look at the side quest here. We have double back. We only have 1 side quest for this. And was in this stage is defeated, reduce each player's starting threat by 5. That's pretty okay. I think the other kind of route that we could go is we could go and get some upgrades or something that can allow us to play cards out of aspect or out of sphere, I should say. Um, that feels like a okay build. Um, but since we only have one here, I think I'm actually gonna go away from spirit, go tactics, leadership, and lore, which is probably my least played combination of spheres as well, which is also just kind of fun. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Unless there's something that is absolutely necessary in blue, I'm starting to think that we just, when a side quest is in the victory display, this guy doesn't exhaust. That's kind of nice. And then I remember the leadership ones being pretty decent. One of the tactics one is a battle. Healing plus vigilante Dunedain. Pest control. Nice. Nice. Vigilante Dunedain. That is true. Dunedain would be really good here because of how many enemies we are going to see. Also, hey Chad, how's it going? So our side quest here, we have Send for Aid. When the stage is defeated, we can search the top 10 cards for an ally and put it into play under our control. That is nice. We can get off aspect allies. And then we got Prepare for Battle. While this card is in the victory display, the first player draws an additional card during the resource phase. Sick. That's so much. That's so cool. Yeah, I think that these are going to be like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to just having all of these benefits at our disposal. Um, but yeah, leadership seems like they have some really decent side quest. Where am I going to go here though? If we're not going with Spirit, I think it kind of makes sense to try and keep our starting threat a little bit lower. We do have Gandalf's. We're going to have access to sneak attack. And if we have the card draw that the side quest gives us, there is a chance that we like don't necessarily need to use Gandalf for card draw. Although throwing 4 damage at the Brood Mother is always going to be, I think, a viable option for that Gandalf activation, but we can also use him to lower threat. Um, just trying to see, because all the new heroes, I'm not 100% sure. We could go Elo here. It's a little expensive, but I mean they get pretty decent at that point. We talked about doing that at some point, but ah, the chat's not showing up on, or the YouTube chat is not showing up on the screen again. I actually think that may be just Lord of the Rings now that I'm thinking about it. Because it was doing it in Marvel Champions. I'll have to check that out on Lord of the Rings. See if there's something different in the plugin that I'm using. We could go Denethor. I mean, like, honestly, we could just, well, just to get that jump start. After you engage an enemy, we can ready an ally we control with Faramir. That's pretty decent. That's really expensive. But if we are going like, that's expensive. The other option would be is if we choose a dwarf, and not necessarily run the dwarf strategy, we have access to Narvi's Belt, which can then allow us to play some of those off aspect cards. That actually may be something that we do. Pay 1 resource from Balin's resource pool to cancel a shadow effect triggered during an attack. Then they get another shadow card. That's not bad. After Glowing suffers damage, add 1 resource to their resource pool for each point of damage they just suffered. I don't think we're gonna run Dane. We're not gonna run Thorn because those lean into having a lot of dwarfs, which is not, I think, where we want to take the deck build. That being said, we could also choose a Tactics Dwarf. So many cards, I love it. Nope, those are allies. Dory, after another hero is declared as a defender, we can exhaust Dory to add their defense. When Thalin is committed to the quest, deal 1 damage to each enemy as it's revealed from the encounter deck. That's pretty interesting. You go Marty to get Tactics icon and a Tactics hero. Marty. Can you help me know who Marty is? Armor Thrill. Oh, spend a resource from his resource pool, search top 5 cards for an ally who shares at least a trait. Puts that ally into play. Shuffle your deck. And shuffle it back in. Not sure how to spell leadership hero. Oh, it's leadership. After a character leaves play, ready, Prince? Oh, here we go. While you're engaged with at least 1 enemy, he gets the tactics resource icon. While you're engaged with at least 2 enemies, add 1 additional resource to his pool when you collect resources during the resource phase. That sounds kind of fun. This sounds... And that would be 2 Dunedain, so we can start to lean into the Dunedain stuff a little bit more. I'm down. I mean, like, I don't know if there's anything else that was really jumping out to me, so let's try it. And then, honestly, we could sit there and just farm the spiders. If they're only attacking for one, we can Marty. uh, we can kind of lean into that a little bit more and just like if we have Bjorn potentially, then Bjorn can just defend against those spiders, pretty much not take down. Can lean more into tactics with Hierogon. Helps quest and accelerate. After a quest successfully, play a tactics ally from your hand, reducing its cost by 1 to a minimum of 1. Then you may raise your threat by 1 to give that ally +1 attack and defense until the end of the round. Ooh. That's kind of fun. That's fun. It's also a really low cost at 9. I'm down. Let's try it. That's a pretty fun lineup right there too, right? It's a lot of characters I have not played before, and so that'll be fun. All right, let's grab our side quest. We've got delay the enemy. When the stage is defeated, each player may choose and discard a non-unique enemy engaged with them. I don't know if we want to do that. Once you clear a side quest, Vigilante Dunedain can help handle defense. Just need a bit of healing to keep them alive. Once you clear a side quest, Vigilante Dunedain. Which what is that a card name? When there's a side quest in the victory display, he does not exhaust to defend. Ooh, there we go. That it is. There it is. Yes. Excellent. Love that. Heck yeah. That's fun. That's really fun. Cool. That's really cool. And he's an excellent defender. Plus, if we have the acceleration of having an enemy engaged with us, we're paying for him in 2 rounds. Or we can use the send for aid or whatever the leadership thing is to get him out like pretty quickly. The quest for him. We are gonna grab a keep watch. Yeah. Almost dropped all my cards. That would be very sad. Now, when you are running a side quest deck like this, do you typically run 1 copy of each side quest? Because there's a limit of 1 in the victory display, but there's not a limit of how many you have in your deck. And so there's consistency, but also like then you have dead cards. For whatever one we are grabbing with our ability, we don't need multiple of them. But otherwise, it's a dead draw. If you get the second, just run 1 of them. Sounds good. Which, like, I guess, like, Villia, if you're running multiple of Villia, the road goes ever on to find the side quest I want. Sweet. Okay, let's find the road goes ever on. And this is why I really like having y'all here. Because the road goes ever on. Attached to a quest card in play. When it is defeated, the first player chooses a player. That player searches their deck for a side quest and adds it to their hand and shuffles their deck. It's all coming together. Let's go. Okay. So we definitely want to grab that. That's sick. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Sweet. So we got gather information. After the stage is defeated, each player may search their deck for 1 card and add it to their hand. I mean, that seems good. And then we've got the storm comes. When this is in the victory display, the first ally played by each player does not require a resource met. Oh, that seems good. Okay, so let's grab a gather information and the storm comes. While we're here, we're just gonna grab our good friend Mr. Gandalf. Honestly, a Glorfindel could be nice. Once we have the storm comes, we can just pitch Glorfindel for whatever we need. Hey, Astari, how's it going? And then we can play him from the discard pile if we wanted to, but Looking for side quest. Gaining strength is not horrible either. Gather information. Perfect. There's so many cards in this game that start with G. Then the storm comes. Let's grab, while we're here, Steward of Gondor. We're going to grab Sneak Attack to sneak in. And then we got 2 Steward of Gondors. I think that's probably going to be fine. And I think one of the discussions that we should have is what is going to be that first side quest that we want to grab with our ability. Potentially it's the card draw one. Or it could be the ally one, which is a leadership. The long defeat works very well with side quests. Ooh, okay. Long defeat. Attached to a quest card in play. After the attached quest is defeated, each player that draws 2 cards or heals up to 5 damage. Oh, heck yeah, let's go. That's cool. That's really cool. That's why they call it Gourd of the Ring. Gather info would be my choice. Then you can find whatever you didn't draw. That's fair. That's fair. So many G's. Gourd of the Ring. Also, if we do win today, we get to open the Black Serpent, which I would like to submit as one of the coolest freaking pieces of art on any of these packs. Look at that thing. That's a sick sword. So, looking forward to that. So we've got our tactics. We've got our basic. Let's hop over to lore. Black Serpent is one. Oh, really? That's cool. That's fun. I also was, when I was looking through and thumbing through how this quest works Beneath the Sands, I think this would be like a really good quest for like deck testing because it stresses so many parts of the deck. Not necessarily like a huge questing, but first player searches top X cards of the encounter deck for 1 non-objective card worth no victory points and adds it to the victory display. Put the remaining cards back in any order. X is the number of players in the game plus 4. Scout ahead, and then explore secret ways. While this side quest is in the victory display, each location in the staging area with the same title as the active location does not contribute its threat. That seems a little bit more situational. We do have Spider Burrow there, blocked passage, but it's kind of like, are we running cards that put things into the victory display? Because if not, none of these have victory points on them. So that could be a little challenging. X-Lame, Laments, Lames. We are grabbing Scout ahead. There's also a lot of S cards in this game. Actually, there's more S cards than there are. Scout ahead. It's really easy to find the side quests because they're horizontal. It's easy to find them. We do want to send for aid, so let's grab that while we're here. And then there's Scout ahead. I got to play the second challenge of Primal yesterday. Primal is an LCG type model. It's like Monster Hunter. It's a really fun game. Played the first one on Man vs Meeple. Just played the second challenge because they're putting out like similar to like what Marvel Champions is doing, where they have like the challenge quest or the challenge modes that they put out each week. I got to play that. It was good. It was fun. And we got prepare for battle while this quest is in the victory display. Yeah, heck yeah, we're doing that. Prepare for battle. And now we're just having fun. Kind of funny. This is one of the better quests for Explore Secret Ways, since Off Track adds locations to the staging area. Secret Ways still isn't very good. Let me read off track then. After at the end of the quest phase, place one resource here. At the end of the quest phase, search the top 3 cards in the encounter deck for a card with on track in the lower right corner. Add it to the staging area and discard the rest. If no cards enter play from this effect, flip this objective. Okay, so I mean we've got a pretty nice lineup here of side quest. So let's start. We probably want to grab another Vigilante Dunedain, get the full play set of those. I think the same with the Rogue Goes Ever On and the Long Defeat. So let's grab the full play set of these guys. Yeah, it just seems so situational to use. There was a... We probably want Furiel. There was another one that I was looking at here that I really wanted that dealt with cards in the... Actually, that may have been a blue card. What are we looking for? The Rogue Goes Ever On. Let's grab you. My worry here is early willpower. Once you clear some side quests, Thurnadir is strong, but it might be rough clearing the side quest. That's fair. I'm out of green on that one. Aha. What's the fix there? Or is there a fix there? Thinking that's what you need to add is early questing stuff. Especially with how many locations we're gonna see and not running spirits, that does make me slightly nervous. The Long Defeat. Quick Beam, Malblanc. Any cheap ally with 2 willpower? Sweet. Can do. Oh no, that's a purple. I don't want a purple. There we go there. And then we want a Vigilante Dunedain. Just round out the playset on that guy. What are the stickers for? So I put 2 copies alphabetically in a box, and then 1 copy of every card in the binder. So if I ever pull the card out of the binder that needs to go back into the binder, I put a sticker on it to remind me. So like the Long Defeat here, 2 of them are going to go back in the box, and whichever one with the sticker goes back in the binder, just so I don't have to remember which ones I have 3x of and stuff like that. Yeah. And until recently, I didn't have these binder sheets. I had older like Ultra Pro binder sheets that didn't really fit sleeve cards. These now fit sleeve cards. So I used to unsleeve and re-sleeve everything, and so I had a stack of sleeves that I would just like. These were the red sleeves, and I'd pull it out and throw it in there. And so that's why like a lot of these cards don't have sleeves on them. If they have like stickers on them, in the binder, that means I've played them since I've transitioned to the new sleeve system. Good morning, Greg. Check out the new Absolute Batman comic. No, it's quite good. DC launched a cool new jumping point. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I've been really interested in trying to get into comics, and like it's just such a a, a challenging hobby to get into. It's intimidating. It really is, because like where do you start? And then like I don't know. So if it's a good like starting point, that's cool. I was also in a comic store last week in Texas, and we were looking at the like bound books, which seem like a good spot to like, hey, here's the Flash, or here is Black Widow, and it's like all the comics you need, and you read it like a story. That seemed a little bit easier to like dive into. Those were like $120 though, so it was a little bit harder to justify. Um, and I did have the Marvel Unlimited subscription for a while, which I know like will segment out and like will give you the reading list and like how you need to read the comics. I just like I don't know. I don't mind reading books digitally, but for whatever reason, I could not get into reading comics digitally. I felt like I just wanted like the physical artwork in my hands, whereas like I read on my Kindle all the time. So I don't know what that was, but so that's good to know. So Absolute Batman comic. Dang it, I put my. Oh, I'll text myself. 'Cause I usually have my like notepad, but I left it away over there. Let's do Absolute Batman. I have been really enjoying the Penguin. Oh, is that the comic where the bat looks interesting? Hey, Giant. Softcover paperbacks are the best. I like all comics, but DC has been so consistent since 2000. Oh, that's good to hear. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Don't spoil it. I just read arcs I want to read, but crazy amount of tie-ins can make yeah. And it's like I think from a comic noob, someone who is not doesn't understand the lingo, doesn't understand where to start, doesn't understand really anything about comics, it's very intimidating also because it's like, do I need to read the arcs? Do I not need to read the arcs? Like what's do I like what's happening? So I'm like that's where like it's almost like like honestly, it's been intimidating enough for me to not even try it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I got 3 there. Okay, early willpower. Let's find some early willpower stuff. Probably not gonna find this in tactics, but at least we have that dual income generation with our heroes once we have an enemy. But that may be too late for what we want. But it's always worth looking. Um, I usually go to Wikipedia. Oh, okay, and like read summaries. That's cool. I like to start from the beginning. How about X-Men? How many issues are? Oh my god. Yeah, right? Right? Cuz you like I want to start reading X-Men and I remember I actually it was X-Men. It was X-Men that I tried. Um and I was just like there's 900 comics. I'm like I and then everybody has a different opinion on where you should start. Since you're Trisphere, the neutral ally Steward of Orthanok might be a good choice for willpower. Ooh, good call, good call. Um, we said quick beam. Let's go ahead and grab 2x of him while we're here. There are very few Qs in this game. Get the Wandering Ant, which don't love. We did need healing, which would be Stewart, not Stewart. Uh, what's his face? Warden. So we could do that. Warden of Healing works. Rivendell Minstrel is 3. Also, we don't need songs. Well, actually, no. One of these is a song, right? Yeah, the Road Goes Ever On is a song. So Rivendell Minstrel is not a horrible idea. I actually love how goofy, fun, and simple old comics used to be. Yeah, right. I don't know if we need Master of the Forge. We got the Navigator does not exhaust to commit to a quest and commit to quest while exhausted. After resolving a question list, Linden Navigator was committed. Discard it from play or discard 1 card from your hand. It's a okay option for us there. What did I say? What were we looking at? Let's go ahead and grab 2 Wardens. Wardens are not great questers, but they are the healing. The Preserver is a little bit slow. We're not getting any utilization out of Preserver until minimum turn 4, which at that point we could just be into a hole too deep to crawl out of. Um, what did we say? Steward? If you just read the X-Men Mutant Genesis arc, you'll feel more familiar with what's going on because it's almost like the Mutant Genesis. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. It's really, yeah, there's a lot of really cool, like, tie-ins too. Sorry, I got distracted by looking at cards. There's a lot of like cool tie-ins to like the champions and like um the comics, and it's like where they pull their storylines from. I think that's fun, and like just one of those things that I don't necessarily get that benefit out of because I don't have the background of um reading the comics, but I could see how it could be really fun if you do have that background to like experience the game and like play through the stories that you're familiar with. I think that's cool. When you play an event, give a doomed one to draw a card. You cannot trigger this ability if you have already triggered the ability of a steward this round. This is a 3-cost 2 willpower. Let's go ahead and grab 2 of those guys. I think that puts us at 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. No, 29. Um, let's take a look at our basic cards. See if there's anything here that we want. Really thinking of allies. Envoy of Pelaglier. Probably not. Uh, that being said, no, this is a tactics ally. Okay, so that's actually good to think about. Is we should probably lean a little bit heavier into the tactics allies for Hiragon's ability. Do you engage an enemy? If you control at least one Dunedain hero, spend 1 resource to put Ranger into play from your hand under your control. At the end of the round, if Ranger is still in play, shuffle him into your owner's deck. Bummer. Okay, let's look at tactics allies. We got the honor guard. We can cancel 1 point of damage just dealt to a character. Not awful. We also have defender. Let's grab a couple of defenders and the spearmans, and those are just going to be like really cheap allies that we can get out there, especially if we flip an enemy while we're questing. We can have that defense ready to go. Denethor is so expensive. Hinders place 5 cards of your deck for a non-unique location and add to the staging area. How do we feel about Dunedain Pathfinder. I feel like we probably just... We're getting so many locations, I think, already. Well, and we're also not running blue. Never mind. Ignore me. Oops. There's Defender. Defender. Spearman. The Archer could be kind of nice to get in there, to just start doing some damage. After he enters play, deal 1 damage to an enemy not engaged with you. So we've got... This is 9, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. There's 5. So we have 15 cards left. Let's grab... Who is that big... Quester? And then are there any other, like, cards that we need to be thinking about? Ethereal. Leadership, attachment, air. Okay. Attached to a noble hero. We don't have a noble hero, unfortunately. So, I don't... Heir of V. Just kidding. Hold on. The other heir, Vandrel. Dunedain hero. We can exhaust this to reduce the cost of the next Dunedain ally you play this phase by 1 for each enemy engaged with you. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. And I think we want to lean... Ooh, nope. We want to lean into Dunedain allies at that point, right? So we got the Lookout. Discard the Lookout to cancel the win revealed effects on an enemy just revealed from the encounter deck. Cards are going everywhere. I don't know why these Dragonfield shields. Dunedain Hunter can get you an enemy. Oh yeah, where you get to search the top couple. I don't know if there's any when revealed effects on these enemies. Alright, Dunedain Hunter. Or even wait no longer. Discard Dunedain Watcher to just cancel the effects of a shadow card just triggered. The Broodlings can surge, so they're good to take out without revealing. Oh, good call. Yeah. That's fun. That's really good. Yes. Dunedain Wanderer. We're not going to hit Secrecy. Dunedain Hunter. Put it into play. Alrighty. Ooh, I like that. Let's actually grab 3 of him. That seems pretty good. Because he also has 1 willpower, which is nice. Am I going to PAX Unplugged? Yes, I am going to PAX Unplugged. Very, very excited for PAX Unplugged. That's coming up way sooner than I feel like it should. This year, feel all days. Yeah, I'll be there all days. I feel like I think D20 will be there too. Last time we talked, he said he was going to be there, so that'll be fun. Yeah, of course. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Will you be there all days, Magic Moose Moon? 8 cards left, and we're looking for Dunedain. He gets +1 fight. I feel like we have a lot of fight. Let's hop over to leadership and see if there's anything that we want from Sun, range secrecy, Eladier. Spend 1 leadership resource to look at a face-on shadow card. That card has a shadow effect. He gets +2 defense until the end of the round. Yeah, that's okay. +1 defense for each enemy engaged with you. Cancel the effects of a shadow card. I don't. What are the shadow effects here? Deals damage to defending player character cannot ready. Discard an attachment you control. It's plus couple. I could see. They're so expensive. That's the problem. You may be there, sweet. Nice. It's my favorite con. It's my favorite one. I plan to maybe participating in the Dice Throne tourney. Nice. Dice Throne's fun. I have all days, but sometimes Saturday gets so packed that yeah, that's fair. Saturday, yeah, they can get real busy. Oh yeah, we wanted low or high willpower. I don't know if I checked here. Dwarven Sellsword is not the worst idea. Well, we don't really have attachments. You're in East Coast Canada, so it's oh geez, yeah. How far is that? That feels like really far. Part of me wants to just like lean more into tactics just to trigger this ability and get them out a lot easier. So I think that's probably what we'll look at. So what are the Dunedain here in tactics? It's +1 attack for each. I mean, I think that's fair. Let's go 2 for Nost. Also a newish card for me. No, I think it's a very new card. Yeah, there you go. Do we not have like any Dunedain in tactics? We really don't. Interesting. All right. We got Bofur. We don't have any weapons, but Eagles of the Misty Mountains. After another Eagle character leaves play, you can attach that card face down to Eagles. Do we want to just like lean a little bit more into Eagles? Right, we got like Eagles are a little expensive, but like if we have the reduction, we can. We go Eagles. Come in for yeah. And so like you kind of like offset the expensive nature of the Eagles if you use his ability, which is pretty cool. We got Eagles. And I think we throw Steward at this point onto Hiragon. We could go Wing Guardian, or honestly Vassal of the Windlord, like to just like get them out really cheap. Defender of Ramas for Wing Guardian. I think that's probably what we'll do. Yeah, if we go Wing Guardian instead of Defender, then we can just get more synergy through the Eagles, which sounds pretty cool. Also, I played the heck out of Wing Guardian because it was a really good defender for like the card pool is really low because it came in like the first set. So I played a lot of Marty for Steward since he has two. That's fair. That yes, good call, Chad. Yes. Wing Guardian. So that's gonna take the defenders out of here. One more defender. Where are the defenders? Oh, there he is. He's hiding in that stack. And then, do we go Descendant? I mean, Descendant can snipe a spider. You only suggested them for their willpower? Yeah. Yeah. But also, Eagles are fun. 2, 4, 6, 7. So you got 3 cards left for the deck. Um, Kind of wanting to lean into Tactics Allies, which we could go like. I mean, honestly, we could go Descendant of Thronador. Then Eagles get insane. Still so strange to me that they went with Eagles. Yeah, right. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's cool that we have them. Let's grab Descendants and see where that takes us. Right next to the shop. So I visited one of the stores that we have videos in Austin, Texas, when I was there last weekend. Um, and one of they're right next to a like a camera shop. So I went in there. Very dangerous location to be in. It was so cool. They had so many like cool toys. The lighting like solutions that they had were so like advanced and fun to like look at until you saw the price tag, I guess. But it was just like a really cool like I used to go in those all the time when I was in like high school. And I haven't been in one for a long time. Um and it was just a lot of fun. The technology that's advanced and just like accent lighting, like what I have behind me, like the blue stuff is really cool. I'm learning more and more as I watch streams for Gore to the Ring. Alrighty. We've been playing a lot of Ents. Now it's time to go Eagles. I'm excited about this. Our starting threat is going to be 27. So let's go ahead and pop that up to 27. 17, not even close. Again, overshot it then. Perfect. One A. Set Brood Mother aside, out of play. Add the search objective to the staging area, off track face up. Now we have this off track. At the end of the quest phase, place one resource here. Then either return the topmost location in the encounter card discard pile to the staging area, or raise each player's threat by 1 for each resource here. Okay. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until X locations are discarded, where X is the number of players. Add each of those locations discarded by this effect to the staging area. Let's go ahead and shuffle this up, and we'll go ahead and do that. So we get +1 willpower for each side quest in the victory display. Search your setup, search your deck for a side quest, and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. We said gather information for that one. I guess like the other thing that we could look at is how easy they are to clear. Scout ahead is 4. I don't know. I don't think we want scout ahead. Prepare for battle would be really good. Send for aid could be really good. Those are both pretty high. Gather information is only 4. It's also free. So I think I'm leaning. I think it was Chad who was saying gather information would be a nice one because it's easier to quest through, gets us that immediate willpower boost, and then we can grab the next one that we need. Storm Comes could be nice because then we don't have to worry too much about getting those allies into play. That being said, I think we have we may have enough resource ramp for the allies with everything that we've got going on. I think potentially the tactics one could be the next choice after gather information, just to give the enemies -1 attack to buy us a little bit more time. So we'll see. So we're going to discard until we get 1 location. There we go. We got the Pitch Black Tunnel. Track 4. Ooh, this is 100% need to... Track is a new keyword. In this scenario, beneath the sands, it represents the hero's efforts to locate their missing companions somewhere in the spider's labyrinth. After the cards from the after the players travel to a location, if they are off track, they discard X cards, where X is the track value. If any of the discarded cards have the on track printed in the lower right, the players flip the search objective to on track. Cool. X is the number of characters controlled by the first player. That's insane. Woo! Ow. Okay. And then travel, reveal the top card of the encounter deck to travel here. So this is starting out with 3. If we play any characters, it goes up to 4. Ugh. I think I hate that. So we'll have to travel there pretty quickly. That feels like a tough one to start with. After he's quest successfully, we can play a tactics ally from our hand, reducing the cost by 1. Then you may raise your threat by 1 to give that ally +1 attack and +1 defense until the end of the round. Also need our progress tracker here. And while you're engaged with at least 1 enemy, he gains the tactics resource icon. While you're engaged with at least 2 enemies, add additional resource to his pool when you collect resources during the resource phase. We get 6 cards, and I don't necessarily know if there is a specific card that we're really shooting for. I mean, a sneak attack Gandalf may be nice to start us so we can kind of clear some of this stuff. We got the Storm Comes. So that's nice to have. The Rogue Goes Ever On already as well. That's cool. We got the Vigilant Dunedain, the Long Defeat, Dunedain Hunter, and then we got Quick Beam. Quick Beam is also really nice here, though we don't have the resources to pay for him quite yet. Honestly, I kind of like this hand. Because we can go gather information, put that onto the table, attach the Rogue Goes onto it, and then drop a Quick Beam next round. What after we've traveled here? Although, yeah, no, I think we have to travel here because I don't know. I don't like that card. It's a tough card. And then we already have our Dunedain here. I think that's where we're gonna roll. That's what we're gonna roll with. So let's draw into another hunter, so our defender, our vigilant. We'll get some resources. I guess I don't. We probably should have searched for gather information first. Right there on the bottom. Let's go. So after the stage is defeated, each player searches their deck for one card and adds it to their hand. So that's cool. Like that. Let's go ahead and throw gather information out onto the table. And let's throw the Rogue Goes Ever On onto gather information. How many side quests can you have in play at one time? Can you have as many as you want because you choose which one you're questing on? I would assume so, actually. There's no limit. That's cool. Alrighty. Might as well throw the Storm Comes out there then. I don't think we want to throw the Long Defeat out there. I would rather get quick Beam out there next round. I'm actually, let's do this. Make our staging area just obnoxiously large. Yeah, I think I would rather get Quick Beam out next round than the Long Defeat out this round. Don't think I want Dunedain Hunter out there because we're just going to get an enemy. Though an enemy would give me a tactics resource, which does not matter because these are going to cost 3 if we successfully quest. So if we successfully quest, I mean, like, this is, yeah. Do we quest with just these two? We're showing 3. I don't like that card at all. If we quest with all 4, we're pretty susceptible to an enemy flipping and attacking us. It's amazing how quickly we're going to raise our threat, actually. That being said, no. I think Dunedain Hunter is a play next round so that we can get a tactics resource and then we can play the Dunedain here and then we have defense. We're going to be questing on gather information at this point and oof. Let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4. Do we roll the dice and go 5? I think we do. Let's go 5. If we lose, we lose. We're showing 3. Now flip into the enemy territory. This surges. Each player cannot have more than 5 cards in their hand. 2, 4, 6. That's brutal. We're gonna get rid of the Long Defeat. If you have more than 5, immediately choose and discard. When the stage is defeated, each player card draws a card. Okay, I am not a fan of that. That surges into a spider burrow. Oh, geez. Okay, so we're showing 5. No, we're showing 6, so we have to raise our threat. Yeah, I think the early questing is a huge issue here. Ow. Okay. After it becomes the active location, flip the search objective on track and add a brood mother to on track. When it leaves play, set brood mother aside out of play. I don't know if this deck is gonna be okay here because we don't have any answer for brood mother. We don't have any answer for quick enemies. We don't have any answers for showing 6 in turn 1. We have a limit on our hand size. I'm actually, I guess it is kind of just it's a slow build. Side quests seem hard. I don't know. Side quests seem really challenging. Okay. At the end of the quest phase, place a resource here. Then we will raise our threat by 1. So that takes us up to 29. We have to travel. I don't think I can handle traveling to get brood mother because then we'll lose a hero. So we cannot travel here, so we have to travel here. Which reveals the top card of the encounter deck. Which is we don't have enough quest. We do not have enough quest for this. Huh. Okay. We will lose this game right here because we're already location locked. Based on the cards that we have. So I'm thinking let's scoop. Let's scoop and try it one more time because it could have been just a really tough draw. But I'm also thinking that we may need to reevaluate the deck build. Because we need immediate questing. And we just don't have that. It's interesting. I mean, like every immediate quester is in spirit, and so like we could switch out Armor Thrill here and go with like Aowen. Then we lose all of our purple cards, which could be an issue. That I don't like. There's been very few quests in the game that have hit me that hard that quickly from a questing perspective. All right, let's discard until we get a location. All right. No, I don't have Tactics Aowen. So we're showing 3, which is the same as what we showed. And it seems like every single one of these locations gives you another encounter card, which is insane. You go Tactics Theoden to avoid changing the deck too much. That would give you 4 more willpower turn 1. That could be nice. We're getting rid of sneak attacks. We're getting rid of the extra card draw from the leadership. Yeah, because I don't know if there's any. We got sneak attack. We got sneak attack Gandalf. I mean, like that could be the turn 1 play here, right? Yeah, I think sneak attack Gandalf could be what we need. That could also get us past that first round. Let's go find gather information. Because once we get a third willpower over here, that's also really nice. I guess that's technically in my hand right now. Um, we got Scout ahead. Okay. Because I know that they can mess with my cards. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. We do have a Winged Guardian that we can drop onto the table. Don't know if I want to, though. Be really nice to get Furiel on the table. Fornas Bowman. So what we could do, what are we doing here? We're getting a creature enemy. We could go Dunedain Hunter to get an enemy engaged with us, which would give us a resource here. Or I'm sorry, the tactics here. Then we could play Winged Guardian and have Winged Guardian defend for us. Gotta run. See ya, Chad. No, because we need the resource there for a sneak attack. I think if we can survive this round, we'll be okay. I'm wondering, do we draw cards? Or do we reduce our threat for the sneak attack? I think we draw cards. And hope that we don't get hit with the one side quest in there again. If you quest successfully, you can play the Winged Guardian for 1 with Hiragon. Wingardium Leviosa! That's magic, right? Yes. Yes, 100%. I can play it for 1, but if I need it to defend, I immediately lose it, which is not the end of the world. I just would rather get it with a Eagles in the Misty Mountains. But I think regardless, I'm playing Winged Guardian. It'd just be nice to be able to have the resource here to keep Winged Guardian around. But yes, I agree. Okay, so quest phase. Let's go ahead and spend 1 resource here to play Sneak Attack to put Gandalf into play. I'm going to draw 3 cards. We got, there's the Eagle of the Misty Mountains, and Vigilant Dunedain, and a Warden of Healing. Alrighty, okay. We're going to quest for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And we're questing on Gather Information. 1, 2, that's 8. And then we're going to go 9 right here, knowing that we can, if we successfully quest, drop a Winged Guardian that protects any enemies that come out, which potentially... We'll see. So we're requesting for 9. We're going to flip into, while On Track is in play, it is not. It gains Surge, so we're good. Actually, this is not bad. So that shows us 4. We quested for 5, so that clears Gather Information. That's nice. I'm going to go ahead and use this as our tracker for how many side quests are in the victory display there. So Gather Information triggers. We get to go find a card. Honestly, part of me wants to do Sneak Attack again. Oh, yeah. Good call. No. That's not what I was going for. We could go Prepare for Battle. We could go... I kind of like the Storm Comes, honestly, because while it's in the victory display... No, not that one. I'm sorry. The Keep Watch is good. Honestly, we could go the Rogue Goes Ever On Scout Ahead. Because Scout Ahead is another one that's easily clearable. And then the Rogue Goes Ever On can... No, because I would rather just grab the side quest that I want. We can use Rogue Goes Ever On for a more flexible option later. Send for Aid. Send for Aid is very decent. We can search the top 5 cards for a ally. That seems good. Honestly, we could go the Spearman. Now I think I need to grab side quest or Quick Beam. I actually may grab Quick Beam here because that's going to give us a lot of willpower very quickly. Interesting. I think prepare for battle. Let's go keep watch. Yeah. Okay. We did successfully quest. So after we quest successfully, we're going to play a tactics ally from our hand, reducing the cost by 1. We can raise our threat by 1 to give them +1 defense. I actually I already do enjoy this deck a lot because it's very fun to like try and understand where or like what decisions to be made. There's a lot of like macro or micro decisions throughout the quest phase. I may grab a Spearman instead, so I can play a Spearman, raise my threat, and potentially just block that with the Spearman and keep the Spearman around. And then when it attacks next turn, it will take it out. So I think instead of keep watch, I'm going to grab a Spearman. Or does that? No, that would work. Let's grab the Spearman. I kind of like that because then we have a chance to get some real acceleration there. Okay. So we will spend 1 to play the Spearman. We will increase our threat to give it a +1 defense and +1 attack. Gandalf is going to pop back to our hand. Okay. Do we want to travel here? No, I don't think I do. It's the same right now. Oh, and I need to do this and increase my threat. Though it would be nice to be on track. All right, let's engage here. We're going to defend for 2, dealing a damage here. No shadow effects, so we take no damage. So that was good. That was really, really good there. Because now the Spearman can just take him out next round, and we don't have to deal with him. Perfect. All right, let's stand up. Increase our threat to 32. Sneak attack, let's go! Let's freaking go. Well, that's kind of exciting. I think we actually need to use it for threat. Cause yeah. We do have a tactics resource here. And honestly, I think we're just going to sneak attack and then drop a Winged Guardian when we successfully quest here. We do have a scout ahead that we will be able to clear. The only thing... I think we have to go with threat reduction. I think this threat reduction is going to go pretty quickly if we don't do something about it. Do we want to go the Dunedain Hunter? That's going to get us another enemy engaged with us. Which I don't think we can necessarily handle right now. I think I want to try and save up for Furiel. Instead of dropping the healer here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that... Yeah, let's just go directly into the quest phase. We will go 1 to play Sneak Attack, to play Gandalf. When we do that... Yeah, we're going to reduce our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll just... It's not what I want to do, but I think it's what's needed of us. We're going to quest on Scout ahead. I'm going to go 2, 6, 9, because we do have +1 there. We have Armathril, which I think we are going to let him ride. That way, if we do flip an enemy, we do have a defensive option here, and we don't have to get rid of our Winged Guardian. We're showing 9. We're only showing 3. So let's go ahead and do that. We're on scout ahead. Now flip into a 2. While on track is in play, it gets +2. And so that's showing 5. We quested for 9, so we clear scout ahead, which gives us 1 more here. And I think our questing issue is resolved. When this stage is defeated, the first player searches the top X cards, where X is the number of players plus 4, so 5 cards for a non-objective card worth no victory points, and adds it to the victor display. Put the remaining cards back in any order. Oh, that's a big part of that sentence. Put them back in any order. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got the Spider Broodling. I think we'll take the Broodling. It is a non-objective card, so probably one of these treacheries. Flip the search objective to off tracker, deal 1 damage to each questing character. Actually, Pitch Black Tunnel seems awful. I think we're going to get rid of Pitch Black Tunnel. So Pitch Black Tunnel goes there. We're going to give Forced Off Track the Shadow effect, which does not have an effect because we are off track right now. Spider Broodling will be the next encounter card, and it will still be off track, but I want to try and push us on track by clearing here. And then, actually, now we're going to go the Cobweb Cavern, because we know this is the track 2, so we can set it up so that we can hit our on track card here, because I'm going to remind myself how that works. After players travel to the location, if they're off track, after they travel to the location, not after it's cleared. Interesting. Okay. On track, players flip the search objective to on track. Okay. So I think we can do the same thing. So we can actually, let's keep this one. We are going to get rid of the Spider Burrow. We're going to travel here for travel 2, which we are going to discard Pitch Black Tunnel, which will flip us to on track. This will be discarded. This will be the shadow effect, and then we'll get a Spider Broodling with Surge, which could be an issue because we'll be on track. Also, what does on track do? Top 3 cards in counter deck for a card with on track and added to the staging area. I don't like Surge, but I do like having this thing. All right, that's cool. We'll do that. So I'm going to travel here. We'll discard the top 2. Hey, we got an on track. First, we actually have to do this because this is at the end of the quest phase. So we'll increase 1, 2, and then we'll flip this to on track. We're good there. Oh yeah, we're not even going to resolve the shadow effect because Gondorian Spearman is going to be perfect for us. Okay, deal out a shadow effect. We'll defend here. When we're declared as a defender, we'll deal a damage, which will take this guy out. The shadow effect never resolves. Awesome. The end of the round, we will increase our threat by 1. And ready, everyone. I'm going to go take a quick break, get a refill, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. One of the things that I realized, I did miss the trigger here. Um, but I don't know if I want to hit that trigger because after seeing what came out, I think I'd rather just get the Dunedain in next round because we will no, we won't have a tactics. Oh, but if we play the hunter, we can actually grab the spider and then it doesn't surge. Oh my gosh, I am really enjoying this. This is a really fun like little deck here. Okay, sick. Top of the round. Let's pass out some money. We'll draw a card into a Descendant of Thronador. Okay, that's nice. Let's go Dunedain Hunter. We're gonna get a Spider, a Hive Guardian, Spider. Well, we're gonna find an enemy team. Uh, okay. Search the top 5 cards for a non-unique enemy and put it into play engaged with you. And I think we just grab the Spider Broodlings, the ones that can surge, and we're gonna shuffle this. Now this has the tactics. Okay. I'm really enjoying how this deck is working. That's fun. Alrighty. So we have the Dunedain Hunter. And when we quest successfully, we'll be able to play the Vigilant Dunedain, who now will not exhaust to defend because we have side quest in the victory display. And we're having a good time here, my friends. We need one more here. That's fun. That's just fun. That's just really fun. Okay. And now, since we have the Vigilant Dunedain, if we get more enemies, we can try and start to keep them alive so that we can start accelerating our resources here. That's awesome. That's fun. We are showing 3. We're questing on here, which progress cannot be placed on the main quest. Okay, that's where it was. Now that we are on track, we can actually place progress on the main, which is pretty cool. After the player's quest unsuccessfully flip this objective, at the end of the quest phase, we're going to search the top 3 cards of the encounter deck for an on track and add it to the staging area. There's a lot of cards getting added in this deck. That's kind of crazy. But now we're questing for 4 over here, so we feel pretty good. Sweet. Let's go ahead and quest for 4, 5, 6, 7. We're showing 3. Yeah, so let's quest for 7. We're going to flip into a 4. We quest. I think we flip on track now, right? Like, we quested unsuccessfully. If we meet it, is that true? Players cannot declare defenders against the Sandviper? Ooh. Oh, it's just a 1 attack, though. I think we lose. I don't think we quest successfully. A tie is not successful or unsuccessful, so we don't get the Dunedain here, which is very sad. No. Alrighty. Cool. Alrighty, what do we do here now? That's fun. Yikes. Not the finish we had hoped for. Alrighty. So, it's not unsuccessful. So we do have to search the top 3 for an on track. And add it to the staging area. So that's going to be the Hive Guardian, While On Track is in play, it gets +2 attack and -5 engagement cost. And just like this is kind of an insane quest. Like I feel like the amount of cards that get at we effectively double the cards that we're revealing each round. Now in 4-player that's not true, but in solo that's tough. Okay. Oh, and discard the rest. It was the side quest. I don't remember the other one. Okay. I think we take the Sand Viper. Just we can't quest against 10, so we're gonna take the Sand Viper here. Got some shadow effects. We take this undefended. It's gonna be 1. It's +1. The attack destroys the character, reach each player's threat by 1. So we're gonna go 2 damage here. And we got a 2 attack. I think I almost have to take this one undefended as well. We do have a Warden of Healing, so we can start to manage that a little bit. But if we take that undefended, we can attack back with both of here and take out the Sand Viper, which I think is probably the right call. Now if we get like a +2, we lose the game. Or well, we die, so that's not great. Yeah, let's take this undefended. It's gonna be 2. It's +2. We're gonna scoop. Dang it, we were off to such a good start. Because we lose a hero, and at that point it's gonna be a scoop. Oh my gosh. Okay. It was such a good start. No. Actually, I don't know how it's a better start than that. So that does not bode well for what's coming up for this deck against this quest, because we had 2 sneak attack Gandalfs, which helped us get through. We had everything. Should I have defended there? But then we would have had another attack on the. I don't know. That's tough. I feel like you almost need Spirit or Theoden. But Spirit also couldn't type fast enough. You could have defended. I could have, but then I couldn't. Oh, but then I could have attacked. Yeah, you're right. That was dumb. That was so dumb. No, I needed to kill the Viper, I think. Because I think the Viper would have killed a hero eventually. But the defending with the Spearman would have done 1 damage, and then the Hunter could have taken it out. Oh, that's too bad. That would have been the play. Yeah. I think I don't know. Huh. Let's try it one more time, because that felt way too good to. Dang. Dunedain is tough early rounds. When it ramps up is awesome. It's a really good yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Also, like, this quest feels, as soon as you add another player, this quest feels way easier. Right? I mean, you're having the cards, the additional cards. Because you double the cards that you're revealing in solo. The extra card is Natsuko, yeah. Which, like, I feel like this is the first quest in a long time where it has felt like they haven't scaled well for true solo, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is, right? But it's kind of interesting that they did that. Dang it! I really we should have defended with this Spearman. Shoot. That would have been great. Okay, we got track 2. That's not a bad one to start with. Alrighty. Give me a sneak attack Gandalf. Well, I guess we don't. I don't know. Spearman, prepare for battle. Do like that. The long defeat. Furiol, Gandalf, and the Spearman. I like it honestly. Um, I like this. Um, you might need some Snowborn Scouts. Invoice of Peligleer, cheap one cost ally for early meat shields. That's a good call. That's a good call. Yeah, the Scouts I think would be good. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking like we were trying to up the willpower, but by the time we're able to play, we should be super ramped, so we should be fine. Actually, let's do a little bit of deck building here. So let's take out here. I think Snowborn Scouts are going to be good. So that subs there. Invoice will be good. It's so funny because it's just like if you can get over that initial hump, the deck soars. I don't know if we need Steward of Orthanc. The early will it would be good early willpower. Maybe. I don't think we need these bowmen. Let's take out two of the bowmen. Those are Dunedain though, so let's take out the stewards. We'll sub those in for the envoys. And I think one of the things that we need to look at is yeah. Yeah. I think you really need a bit of luck in rounds 1 to 2 to get a foothold. And I'm honestly kind of okay just like going for luck because I really haven't been enjoying the deck, and so I do want to try it. I want to make it work or luck into it working, I guess. Because that sounds kind of fun. We could probably. I think the tactics allies. I think we can go a little bit higher cost on the tactics allies because once we start farming and once we get it, I mean, like our income is going to be a little stupid. We could add in 3 more sneak attacks and just cheat. Ideally, if you have vigilant Dunedain defending the board, you can just keep engaging the enemies and keep them. Yeah, right. Because those actually, yeah, they do not exhaust to defend. So yeah, you can just, especially once they have the -1 attack from our side quest. Yeah, I think the Dunedains are going to be in there. Honestly, don't know if descendants are needed. I do like puffing them up with eagles because eagles is our spider mother solution. I'm not 100% sure we need heirs. I think I think I think heir is occupying a very similar space to steward. I'd much rather have steward on the table, and I don't know if we need that. Exhausted to reduce the cost of the next Dunedain. You play this phase by 1 for each enemy engaged with you, which can start getting these Dunedain out for. But we don't have a ton of really expensive Dunedain, which we could. we could add more expensive Dunedain in there, but I'm wondering if you go one more quick beam What about? Oh wait, what about Sauron? Not Sauron. That'd be sick. What if we had Sauron? Saruman, right? 3 cost, really high willpower to start us out. It does hurt our threat, which I think threat is actually going to be a bigger issue than I want it to be. Maybe not there. Let's find cheap allies that we can throw in for air. Which honestly, no, let's just go one more Snowborn and one more Envoy. Yeah, we can throw all the money into here. Yeah. Let's go one more Snowborn, one more Envoy. And call that a day. Because if we play Envoy on turn 1 using our non-tactics resources, we can drop a 3-cost tactics ally if we quest successfully turn 1. What are you wanting to blank with Saruman? Not necessarily blank, but just like get the willpower. Right? Like turn 1 plus 3 willpower. And then whatever, I guess whatever. I guess like it guarantees a turn 1 successful quest. That was kind of the idea. But I don't know if it's worth the Doom 3. Radagast needs better stats. I feel like if Radagast had better stats, I would play him way more. He's a 5 cost for a 2/1/1, like 3. That's tough. That's really tough. Was it? I was grabbing Envoy. But like, I want that to be part of the Eagle strategy, right? Like, I want to play. I just really like Eagles and all that come along with it. So we cut out these guys and we cut out. Oh, I already threw those off. Okay, so we're loading the front end of the deck up a little bit more, and then once we have just for there's a hero Radagast. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, okay. I love that there's more cards for this game. It's so much fun. Yeah. So we have we've shored up a little bit of the low, if I'm talking in like TCG terms, the low end of the curve is shored up a little bit, which is nice. We need yeah, we just need a little bit of luck and we'll be fine. Like that's fine. 2, 4, 6. And I do think that the Vigilance Dunedain is a really integral part of this. We got Scout Ahead, we got the Spearman, we got the Bowman, the Rogue Goes Ever On. Seems good. And a Hunter and a Gandalf. That would have bothered me. I like it. We can go gather information. We can go Rogue Goes Ever on gather information. We can grab 2 cards. That feels like a. I mean, like this card just feels like we've got what we need. Get some awesome Eagles. Ooh, that's exciting. I think one of the cards that we grab is the additional card draw, just because that feels very solid in finding even more stuff. I love that Thurnadir does not have a cap on how much willpower he can have. Like if you have like 7, he's questing for 9, and that's just fun. Okay. Then we draw a card, which is another Hunter. Alrighty, we're gonna. I mean, We do okay, so it is nice to have the option of dropping these hunters so that we can start accelerating the ramp here. I don't think we need to do that quite yet, but it is nice that that's an option. Go gather information. We're gonna go scout ahead. Row goes over on gather information. We're showing 2. We're only questing for 5. That's the hardest part. We could throw a Dunedain Hunter out there to quest for 1 more. But then we have to take an attack on defended, and it's not worth it. Yeah, the early questing is tough. I think this is what we do. So if we're gonna quest, if we quest successfully, we can drop a spearman out there. Especially if we draw into an enemy. If we quest and then we're not spending any money, we can drop a Gandalf next round, and then we can push through. I think that's going to be the route that we can get for early questing. I don't think I'm necessarily ready for a hunter. Potentially next round, if we don't flip an enemy this round, we can play a hunter because we'll have a spearman on the table. Yeah. Alrighty, so let's if we quest unsuccessfully and we flip an enemy, I think we lose regardless. So let's just quest for 5. We're showing 2. Surge, doomed 1. Attached to the main quest, counts as a condition. After the search objective is flipped to off track, each player discards an ally they control, then discard this. That's going to surge into another Cobweb Cavern. Alrighty. So we do quest successfully, which is nice. We're going to place 1 progress there. Because we quested for 5, we're showing 4. We will go ahead and spend 1 to play the Spearman. We're not going to travel because... Wait. While this is in play... Oh, okay. Progress can't be placed on locations in the staging area. That's fine. Take the gamble this round to set up next. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. We're not traveling because I'd rather quest through 4 rather than 3 and 6 there. Plus, I don't know if I want to be on track right now. We're going to add a resource. I have to raise my threat to 29. We will stand up. We will draw into a sneak attack. Snowboard Scout's not bad. I don't know if I want to play it right now, mainly because I can't place progress on anything in the staging area. And we do have a Gandalf that we could play. If we drop Gandalf, do we draw cards? I don't know if we do. We have this. We're showing 4 Gandalf. I'm trying to figure out if I want to play the Hunter. If we can get a Broodling, we're feeling pretty decent. It would give us +1. Passage only blocks progress while you're on track. Oh, okay. That's cool. I don't think it does. I think I'd rather have Gandalf here. That stupid encounter side quest scares me. Yeah, right? Yeah. And I still think that threat is going to be the biggest issue. If we draw 3 cards with Gandalf, we are at 7. And like I would be okay discarding those 2 cards. Right? I think drawing into more options right now feels very good. The other option would be is if we gather information, we could go sneak it. No, because we could go sneak attack Gandalf. I don't think that's the right call though. I think regardless, we're playing Gandalf. Let's drop Gandalf. Now we just have to figure out what we're triggering his responses. Drop threat means you can handle questing threat increases, buys you time. That is true. I think it is threat because I think the way that we're playing the game, it's going to be a longer game. We have no other ways to reduce threat, so I think we have to. I think reducing threat is the best long-term option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now do we play the hunter? If we get an enemy, it also allows us to be off track more. If we get an enemy, I kind of want an enemy. What are we questing for? 2, 4, 5, 9. We're showing 4, so we're questing on 5. If we flip anything 2 or higher, we don't clear this. So if we do use the hunter to quest, then that gets a lot better. If we fail this quest, I think we lose because I think we'll just be locked at that point. If we do have a spearman, let's play the hunter. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually not too bad. 4, 5. All right, let's grab the Sand Viper. So we cannot declare defenders against the Sand Viper. He's only attacking for 1, so we're gonna hope that we don't die. Yeah, because it pulls a 4 willpower out of there. Now we just have to avoid all the bad shadow effects. Alrighty, let's quest. Got 2, 4, 5, 9, 10. 10 showing 4. We flipped into a 3 after it damages a character. That character cannot ready until the end of the round. So that's 5, 7. What do we quest for 10? We place 3, we clear it. Heck yeah. Now you just need keep watch to drop the Vipers. Oh, sick. Sick. Yes. I think we grab keep watch at that point, right? Like we just cleared this. We're going to go 1 here. So we're going to grab 2 cards. Grab that one. Okay. Cool. So we're going to grab 2 cards. We're going to grab keep watch. What do I have in hand? So I have a Fornos Bowman, a Hunter, a Snowborn, and now a Keep Watch. Because I cleared that. And so I'm getting 1 more card. I think a healer could be nice. Vigilance Dunedain. I think that would be really good. Yeah, I can't get it onto the table super quickly. I can get it on in like 2 turns. But I think it yeah, I think you're right. I think it just like works out really well long term. All right. That felt pretty good. We have that Scorpion, which is really scary, honestly. We could I mean like we could take the Scorpion. I think we may actually have to take the Scorpion. Into the quest phase. 1, 2. So if we take the Scorpion, we can block with a Spearman. We can play a Snowborn Scout next round, block with that. We have a Dunedain Hunt. Like we have a couple of rounds where we can. Oh, and if we take the Scorpion now, we're gonna get +1 resource. We have to. We're gonna sacrifice this Spearman for the additional resource here, and then actually we can play the Dunedain next round. If we don't play Keep Watch. All right. So let's engage here. And let's shadow cards. We're going to declare the Gondolian Spearman as a defender here. He's attacking for 3, no shadow effect. So he does die. And then undefended, 1, no shadow effect. Let's go to 1 damage here. Because there is that shadow card that gives +1. So if we damage here, it messes up our options. But now we have 2 enemies engaged with us. So Gandalf is going to go away. We're going to increase our threat to 27. We're going to stand up. I'm going to draw into Quick Beam. We're going to get 1. We're getting 2 money here because we're engaged with 2 enemies. And then 1 here. Alrighty, my friends. I think we're going to hold off 1 round for the Dunedain. We're going to spend 1 resource here to play Keep Watch. I'm going to spend 1 resource here to play Snowborn Scout. We're going to go ahead and throw a progress here. And then Snowborn can block there. I don't think I want to play the Hunter. We're showing 4. We're going to be questing on Keep Watch. If we can clear Keep Watch, we're going to feel real good. Love the Gondolian Spearman. Immortal. Yes. Okay. Then next round we can drop the Dunedain Spearman. Or the Vigilant Dunedain. The Dunedain Spearman. What am I doing with my thoughts right now? I am insane. Cool. And we'll be able to drop Quick Beam next round. Time for work. Good luck. Cheers. Have fun. Alrighty. Let's do our question. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. 1. That's going to go 7. We're showing 4. If we flip an enemy, we're in a lot of trouble, I think. But YOLO! While we're on track against Surge, that's fine. I think we can take an attack of 2. Okay. So that's 5. We'll throw 2 here. You are trying to strategize while talking. Super difficult to do. Your brain is probably 3 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's, yes, 100% the case. This guy will engage us. We've got some encounter cards. Let's go ahead and take this one first. So it's going to be a 1, no shadow effect. Let's throw it here again. No, because there is that card that deals 1 damage to each questing character. So let's go here. We'll take Snowborn. We'll block here. No shadow effect, but Snowborn goes. And then I think we're taking this one undefended. Well, we have to, right? Until the end of the round, defending character cannot ready. That's fine. We'll take 2 damage here. Now we just need a Warden of Healing. That'd be kind of nice. Alrighty. We will stand up. We're going to draw into a Descendant of Thronador. We're going to pass out some money. Love that Shadow on undefended. Yeah, right? Right? So good. Pass out money. So let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Quick Beam. After Quick Beam enters play, deal 1 damage to him to ready him. We'll do that. If we successfully quest, we can drop a rain or the Vigilant Dunedain. We're just kind of banking on that we push through this, I think, right? Because then we can still take this one undefended. I think we're gonna block with the Hunter there. And then if we quest successfully, we'll have a block. Then you could boost him. That's true. That's true. I could block the yeah. Good call. Good call. We're showing 4. If we can get through this, which I don't think we can, right? We're requesting for 2, 4, 6, 7. So minimum or maximum 3 on there. So we're not going to be able to push through this round. I think at this point it's not worth the risk to not just play this outright. Is there any reason that we don't just play this? Just take the hit of 1 resource. Or honestly, we could play Descendant. If we play Descendant, then we can blow him up. Then we can have Descendant. We don't even have to defend with, or we don't even have to quest with Descendant. And then we can have Descendant throw damage elsewhere as well as a defender. You think you would play the Dunedain or the Descendant of Thronador? I think the other option that we could do is to go Descendant of Thronador to blow up here and then play the Hunter as well. And then if we draw like another Spider Broodling, we can block with the Descendant of Thronador and take out that Spider Broodling as well. But then we just have a lot of cards on the table, and we're not pushing through this round, but we probably will next turn. Oh, it's staging. Oh, you're right. Never mind. Okay, we'll just play the defender or Vigilant. Okay, I think we're going to not. We're getting a little scary here with this Sand Viper. So I guess we'll have a. Oh, he can defend multiple times. Never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we can defend. He's really good. For some reason, I was thinking that we could only defend once, but no. Don't exhaust to defend. So defend. We can't defend there. Defend here. Probably take a damage. Yeah, that's hype actually. That's great. I do think that we will also keep the Hunter not committed to the quest, and that way we can. The Viper's not going to be an issue after this round if we push through Keep Watch. So because the Dunedain can hit here. We probably want to take out the Scorpion. Because if we take out the Scorpion, we're not going to be taking damage on the Dunedain that much. So I think we don't quest here. Honestly, we could not quest with Armor Thrill because he's a 3 defense. So if we quest with 2, 4, 6, 7, showing 4, we'll place 3. Well, I mean, if we flip a treachery, we could clear Keep Watch. Once you have healing, it gets much easier. Yeah. Okay. I think. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If we quest for 9, we're throwing 5. So if we flip a 1, we clear here. And our life is immensely easier. That's very high risk. Because we have 1 defender and, well, we could take it. I think that's the route we go. I think we blitz through and try and take this out. If we flip an enemy, we'll just continuously defend here. We're not going to be able to ready the Vigilant Dunedain for next round, which is not great, but it's also not the end of the world. If he attacks. I should say that. If he attacks. We also don't have to attack with him. So I think there's a chance, or there's a play in which we play the Dunedain Hunter here. And we look for another Sand Viper, or honestly any of these, because we have the defensive option. And we just have 1 more quest. I think we play this. I think we play the Hunter. And we quest with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's less appealing. Because we do have the Hive Guardian now. So that actually makes it not as great. But if we quest through Keep Watch, he is only a 2 attack. So there's that. Alrighty. Let's we're questing on Keep Watch. I really wanted to not hit that. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3. And once we have 4 willpower here, we don't have to start questing with some of these, and we have a huge attack, so we can clear out the enemies if we need to. 1, 2. 1, 2. We know that's happening. We're not questing here. We're questing for 7. We're showing 4. We need to, at very minimum, if we want to push this round, quest for 8. So let's go with the Hunter. That's 8. If we go... Yeah, questing for 8 already, which is nice. We could add 2 of these guys in. And at that point, if we clear, I think we'll probably survive here. It's like, how risky do we want to be, right? We could... I think we have to be risky here. I think we quest with both of these. The Dunedain defends for everything. And we potentially lose the Dunedain. But that would be very sad. But I also think that if we don't quest really hard here, if we quest really hard here and we survive, I think we're set up really well. So let's just do it. Let's go 1, 1. We're questing for 10. If we push through Keep Watch, we're golden. If we don't have to quest as hard next round to push through Keep Watch. And I think the Dunedain, we're just rolling dice on shadow effects. Let's flip into a 3. No. Okay, so this is 7. We quested for 10, so we're replacing 3 here. That is so sad. Okay. We will probably lose the Dunedain here. So let's get some shadow effects. Okay, we're gonna take this one first. It's gonna be a 1, no shadow effect. We're gonna throw the 1 damage here. No, we're gonna throw it here. Okay. Dunedain will defend here, so it's gonna be 2. This attack deals damage. The defending character cannot ready. We are good. Okay. Dunedain will I guess it doesn't matter. Defend here for 2. To the end of the round, defending character cannot ready. We're fine. So we take 1 damage. And we're going to take defend here for 2. Attacking enemy gets +1 if it destroys a character, which it does now. Raise each player's threat by 1. Alrighty. So the Dunedain Hunter is gone. And our outlook on the game looks much, much more pessimistic. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. We'll stand up, increase our threat. That extra enemy, yeah, it really did. I was hoping it, yeah, I don't know. Should I have not done that? Probably. Ooh, actually, I don't know if I have an out here. Also, I need to raise my threat by 1, 2, 3. Drawing into, oh, it's a Vigilant Dunedain. Huge. Huge. The problem is that now we have to figure out how to quest through this. And there is no option to not quest. Like, if we fail this quest, we lose the game. Because we're not going to be able to get the Dunedain onto the table unless we quest successfully. So, here we go. Yeah. So that's fun. So we quest everything. We do it. We're questing on Keep Watch. We are showing 2, 4, 8. Let's go 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If this is unsuccessful, we're going to lose the game. 10. Either flip the search objective to off track or deal 1 damage to each questing character. Okay. That's fine. 1, 2. So much damage being dealt. 3, 4, 5, 6. But we survived. Where was that card last turn? Right? Okay. So we put 2 progress here on Keep Watch. So we will clear this. So now all enemies have -1 against us. We go up to 2 here. And then we're going to spend 3 to play the Vigilance Dunedain. He's back. Increase our threat by 4? I don't think I can. I think I have to get a. This is brutal. I don't. Yeah, we're gonna increase our threat by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have to try and get on track now, though. No, because then it gets +2 attack. Jeez. Do we increase our threat to go +1 defense here? I don't think we do. But a +1 attack. What would a +1 attack do for us? Be attacking for 4. We deal 2 damage here. That's not great. I think we're gonna lose here because we don't have threat reduction. This is killing us. And if we flip to on track, this kills us. Because then he's attacking for 4. So I don't think we can flip to on track. So next round, we're gonna go up to 42 threat. So we're just hoping for a Gandalf, I think. And we have to go to on track next round. and hopefully have a jump here. This was a brutal pull. I think this play of the Dunedain pulling this lost us the game. Alrighty. Also, then we would engage there too, and that would be bad. We would very much lose the game at that point. Okay. All right. Steal shadow cards. We will defend here. No, we can't defend. If on track is in play, we're fine. That's 0. We will actually let's defend here first. So it's gonna be 1 gets +1, so we take no damage. We'll defend here for 2. Exhaust. That's game. Exhaust the character you control. We have to exhaust here, and then we'll take an attack of 3 undefended, which will lose us the game. Dang it. Alrighty. We're gonna try the deck one. I think the deck is okay. I do think that this quest probably needs spirit. The shadow effects are brutal. The shadow effects are so bad here. And so, do we have? No, yeah. See, the spirit is the hasty stroke. It's also the defender, Harad ally that cancels shadow effects. I don't think we're that far. Threat and shadows hurt. Yeah. So not having threat reduction is also really, really tough. I'm gonna try it one more time with this. I do like the acceleration that we get here. That being said, I'm not 100%. What would Theoden would add 3 to our threat? Should we switch to Theoden? Just like use the deck as a shell and just switch to Theoden and see what happens? There's a leadership mount that gets rid of a shadow card. Armored Destrier? But you do have to defend against the attack. Alrighty, see you, Chad. I think we're gonna try Theodred. Also, I think Descendants can come out. I don't think the Descendants are what we need to have in this deck. Because I thought, for some reason, I thought it was any enemy. It's just in the staging area, which makes those harder to play. Okay. We're on Theodred. Theoden, sorry. Each enemy each hero with a printed tactics resource icon gets +1 threat or +1 willpower. When you open the next saga, tactics gets a way to cancel shadow. Ooh, that's exciting. I think it's after this cycle is the second or the first box of Return of the King. I believe. I may be wrong on that though. I don't have the because I'm just playing them as they came out. Let's grab Theoden. No, this is printed tactics, so it would not affect armor throw. So it would only be +1 willpower. I don't think that's worth it. So we could cut out armor throw. What is that? what happens if we cut out armor throw? Would it get rid of Snowborn Scouts, which is a little tough. Steward of Gondor, which we have not played. Um, the sneak attacks are big. Um, yeah, getting rid of sneak attack would be very sad, I think. And it'd be +4 threat. I don't think that's worth it. Cut armor throw Theoden would be 3 boost Huragon to 3 as well. That is nice. But is it worth not having sneak attacks in there? I think we need to play Gandalf as many times as we can to reduce threat. We could go songs and go like Song of Kings and get that in there at that point. Just more building. It does give him a +1 hit point as well, which is nice. What about Baragon? No, that's the opposite of what we want to do. I think let's try Theoden. Theoden for Huragon. No, I'm sorry, for armor throw. Song of Kings. There's a new red arrow card. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let me take a look at that. Because Song of Kings could be the card that we grab with Gather Information. Attached to a Gondor hero. Attached hero gets +1 willpower. After the attached hero quests successfully, add the red arrow to the victory display to search top 5 cards for your deck for an ally input. That is a Valor response too, which is nice. Secret Vigil on Viper. Secret Vigil? What is that? I don't know what Secret Vigil is. Oh, okay. Attached to an enemy. Attached enemy gets -1 threat. When the attached enemy is destroyed, reduce each player's threat by the attached enemy's printed threat. Interesting. So many, yeah, right? So many S cards. I think I like the red arrow a lot. You can go here. we cut out, do we cut out the S cards? Or do we? I don't think we do. I don't know if we do. And also, like, hmm. I think we go another song. You're relying on Song of Kings. Maybe reconsider Rivendell Minstrel. Ooh, okay, yeah, yeah, yes. Good call, Jared. Okay, that makes me feel way more comfortable doing that then. Okay, I like that a lot. Because then now we have 3 cards that are a lot of cards that can tutor it. Because we can get Rivendell Minstrel can grab the song. We can also grab it with like gather information if we, and we can make all those decisions once we see our entire hand or our opening hand. Rivendell Minstrel. Okay, sweet. And then we had the Road Goes Ever On as a song. So I really like that play. I really like that play. So 2, 3. Let's find 1 card to cut out of here. Which is probably gonna be a higher cost green card. Quick Beam is good. I don't really have high cost green cards. I think we're gonna take out a Snowborn Scout. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Kind of a weird deck, but it's worth the shot, right? So now we're at 3, 6, 8 in turn 1, and that feels very decent. Because depending on what location we flip right here, we could clear gathering information on turn 1. And then we go to 9. That being said, we do need to. Well, we do have tactics, so we could probably pretty easily get a tactics ally into play because we're going to be questing successfully. And if we don't quest successfully on turn 1, I think it's a scoop. Speaking of, let's go up to 3. So let's flip and get a. Alrighty, that's what I like to see. I also think that I need to be a little bit more aggressive. Oh, that's. Make sure that there's. Oh, I got a lot of player cards in the deck. Oh, geez, what was I doing? Okay. Um. I think technically I have to choose or do my setup before I flip that setup. And so we're going to grab gather information. If we don't grab gather information, we're going to grab the attack one. So we'll go through the mulligan and then we'll figure that. Or honestly, yeah. Got Wing Guardian Scout ahead. Feel like we draw that all the time. Envoy of Peligreer, which is nice. The Long Defeat, another Envoy, and Prepare for Battle. Alrighty, okay. It'd be so nice to clear that. I think we keep this So we have Envoy that we can play. We can drop another resource here. We can drop Winged Guardian if we want to. According to the list I'm looking at, the first Return of the King box came out during the Dream Trade. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that okay. Well, I guess I probably should have opened it. I I think my list because we just finished Two Towers, so we did Dream Chaser, Two Towers, then this. Okay, we're gonna keep this. Let's go grab Gather Information. We honestly may throw Long Defeat onto Gather Information and draw cards. Okay. Our starting threat is 29, so let's drop this down. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I think we're at 3 scoops. Let's go 29. Then our card draw is a Quick Beam. Ooh, that's exciting. Interesting. Okay. Let's get this ready for some side quest. We got Scout Ahead. We've got Gather Information. We can't play Prepare for Battle because we don't have a. I think we're going to go 1 here to play Long Defeat on Gather Information. I'm going to spend 2 to play Envoy of Peligir and give 1 resource back to Hiragon. And I think we'll use once we quest successfully to get the Winged Guardian onto the table. And then we hit that nice little ramp there. And we have a defender here to protect us. We are showing 2. Let's quest. So we have 3, 6, 8 requesting on Gather Information. I'm gonna flip into a 4. So that's showing 6. So we'll place 2 here. And I think we have to engage that thing. We did quest successfully. Let's go ahead and spend 1 here to play the Winged Guardian. Flipping a 4 is brutal. Let's go ahead and engage. We cannot declare Defender, so we'll take this undefended. It's going to be 1 exhausted character you control. All right. Go 1 damage here. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Stand up. Oh, I forgot to do this. We're going to increase our threat from this, then we're going to increase our threat. Yeah, but I bet there are different release orders for you. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know where. I think I don't even know where I grabbed my list from. Okay, we're gonna draw into Sneak Attack. Pass out some money. I'm gonna go 1, 2 to play Envoy. Give him money here. No, we're gonna spend the resource from here and not from Thurnadir and give the resource back. That way we can drop a Quick Beam next turn. Yeah. Okay. So we're showing 0. We're going to quest on to gather information again. We're going to go 3, 4, 5. Showing 2. I think I want to kill the Sand Viper. So these would kill the Sand Viper. So we could quest for 3, 5, 6. Hey! Thank you for the follow. I feel like the dude. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. If I quest for 6, we're showing 2. We only need to place 2. So we are... That's a pretty big risk, actually, right there, if we do that. But we do take out the Sand Viper. We could potentially take one more hit on the Sand Viper. We have to risk this. So it's going to be 6. Flip into a 2. Nice. While on track is in play, it gets +2. So 4, we place 2, and we are cooking now. So there's 1. Go 1 there. Then we're going to draw 2 cards first. We got the Fornos Bowman and Steward of Gondor. I think we're going to go with... I think we're going to go with Song of Kings. We have so many... We have all of these in our hand. I think we need Song of Kings right now to grab. Since we have Steward in our hand, I think Song of Kings makes the most sense. And then we can grab the other songs that we have with Rivendell if we draw them. Okay. Go there. It's 1, 2. Up to 33 already. I think we're gonna travel. No, that doesn't have a track. I'm trying to figure out if I can go to on track. I think I need to stop the bleeding from like a threat perspective. So let's travel here. Then that makes that a 4, which is brutal. Okay, I think we have to just get rid of this first. Then hopefully clear this. Then go to on track. Alrighty. Viper's going to attack us for 1. If on track is in play, we're good. So we'll go 1 damage here on Theodred, and then we'll swing back here and take that out. Okay. We'll increase our threat to 34. Make it stop. We'll ready up. We'll draw into Spearman already. We'll pass out some money. I think we will... spend 1 to play Song of Kings here. We'll spend 2 to play Steward of Gondor to give him 2 resources. Okay. We're going to spend this instead, because I would rather spend the 2 here for Quick Beam. We'll deal the damage to Ready Quick Beam. And then we can drop a Spearman when we successfully quest. We can go prepare for battle. Let's spend 1 and drop a prepare for battle out here. And yeah, okay. At least you don't have to play as risky anymore, keeping the enemies engaged. That's true. That is very, very true. Yeah, that's nice. So we're going to be able to drop the Spearman. So let's quest on Prepare for Battle. And I think we're gonna go pretty crazy on the questing here because we have to clear through here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Requesting on 13, we're showing 2. So I think we should be able to put a pretty decent dent into that. And then we have the Spearman, which we can sneak in and defend for us, or we can just defend with the Winged Guardian. We're going to flip into a Giant Scorpion. He will engage us. After he damages the character, that character cannot ready until the end of the round. Alrighty. So that's 3, 5. We quested for 13. We are going to add 8. So 3 goes here. 5 goes on Prepare for Battle. Ah! So close. Off track goes here. I think we have to throw Cobweb Cavern back out there. Like, I don't think we can raise our threat by 3. I think we have to. And I think we have to travel here. Oh my gosh, no. Then we just like lock ourselves out. Do we increase our threat to 37? The threat goes so high so fast. Let's topmost location. But if we do that, we have to quest through minimum 10, which we did okay. We did 13 last time. We have to let's do this. Okay. Let's go. Let's travel here. So we're going to track 2. We look at or we discard the top 2. After the players travel to a location, if they're off track, they discard X. On track printed in the lower right corner. They flip the search to on track. Do the tokens stay? Okay, so we did get the on track. Okay. We are on track now. I'm actually not going to sneak in the Spearman. I'm going to keep the Winged Guardian around. Okay. So we're going to engage here. We're going to defend with the Winged Guardian for a 3 attack. The attack deals damage. It does not. I'm going to spend a tactics resource to keep the Winged Guardian around. Okay, all tokens are discarded. Sweet. That makes that a lot more appealing to switch to on track. Okay. Oh, I wanted to clear that so badly. All right, let's stand up. Increase our threat to 35. Let's throw some money out here. We're going to draw into Send for Aid. Let's spend 1 to throw Send for Aid onto the table. Why not, right? We are showing 4 because we are on track. 10 here. We're going to be questing on Prepare for Battle. We're going to defend with Winged Guardian again. We have a resource to keep him around. I think I want to drop the Bowman. I think we have to quest. We have to quest as hard as. If we flip another enemy, we're in a lot of trouble. Well, we could also just drop the spearman instead of the bowman. Yeah, drawing the extra card here is going to be really nice. Okay, and the additional. There's a lot of nice things about clearing prepare for battle. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so we go to 13. We're questing on 4. When revealed, each player must choose to either raise your threat by 1 for each character you control or discard a character you control. I will discard this envoy, which takes us down to 12, but 4 places 8, which clears here and clears here. So that goes there. Now we are drawing an additional card every round, which is huge. We're questing for 4 here, and we are on track. So at the end of the quest phase, search the top 3 cards of the encounter deck for a card with on track, add it to the staging area, and discard the rest. If none were placed, flip the objective. We got Nest, no, and Blocked Passage. We'll take Blocked Passage. Okay. Requested successfully. Let's just spend 1 here, actually. Play the Spearman. Okay. We're going to defend here with the Winged Guardian. Oh, wait, we can travel. Travel here. Defending with the Winged Guardian. No shadow effect. We survive. We're going to spend a resource to keep the Winged Guardian around. And I think that was my shadow effect, so that'll just be the next card. But now we can't deal any damage left, but we have a consistent engine here. Okay. End of the round, we're going to increase our threat by 2. Give me a Gandalf. I'm going to ready everybody. If we get a Gandalf, that'd be pretty sick, actually. Because we have a sneak attack in hand. Got a Minstrel, which is not bad. And another Quick Beam. Alrighty. Got 1, 1, 3. We can drop a Minstrel next round, and that's going to help us. We're going to quest on Send for Aid, I think. Or we could go on Scout Ahead. Just to kind of like set the encounter deck and buy us a little bit more time, which is nice. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way in which we can. We actually may not need to quest with Quick Beam. We can probably take this guy out. We need to attack for 6, which is here, which is a -5 questing power, but we're only showing 2. I'm okay with that. We have a defensive option here. We also can drop the Bowman, which we'll probably just cheat in. Okay, I think I like the switch to Theoden. I think that worked really well. Thanks, Jared. Okay, so we're gonna quest for 4. 7. So that's down to 7. We're showing 2. And we're questing on, let's say Send for Aid. We'll go ahead and quest with the Envoy. So that's going to be 8, showing 2. I'm going to flip into X is the number of characters controlled by the first player. No! So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 7. 9. We quested for 8. We quest unsuccessfully. That is so. That's a crazy card. Oh. Jeez. Alrighty. Well, that's fun. Cool. So we don't get the Bowman in there. I think I increased my threat. This flips. And then we're gonna add 1, and we're gonna increase our threat. That's bad. That's very, 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 very bad. Jeez. Oh no. Guess we'll get a Minstrel in next round, which is good, I guess. That card is brutal. I do not like that card. Because you're already punished so much for playing solo, and the only way you really compensate solo is allies, and then that card just kills you. We really need a Gandalf. Yeah, that's right. Alrighty. We're going to block with a Winged Guardian here, which is going to be a 3 exhausted character you control. That'll be the Spearman. We'll spend 1 resource to keep him around, and then we will swing back to take out the Scorpion. Alrighty. Stand up. Increase our threat to 39. Oof. Draw 2 cards. Dunedain Hunter and a Warden of Healing. Not what we needed. Get used to it. The designers seem to like X threat where X is your character. Really? I don't love that. It just seems overly punishing. Okay, let's go 3 here for a Minstrel. We'll go find a song. The road goes ever on. We'll throw that on Sin for Aid, because I think the only option here is for us to hit a Gandalf, either through a Sin for Aid or something like that. Makes the Mariner's Compass and Distant Stars really good. It's good to know. We are off track. We need a Gandalf. Let's go ahead and throw 2, 3 for a Fornas Bowman. I think the hunters can come out of here at this point. Maybe not. Maybe they don't deserve to come out. Alrighty. We are showing we don't want to do that because then okay. I don't even know if I want to play this actually. Let's bring that back. Because I don't think I want to quest with him. I almost want the Spearman to die. Like I don't want him around anymore. Because this is just hurting that. Okay, let's quest all out. I think that's the only thing we really have. We can add the Bowman in if we quest successfully. Because if we quest successfully and we can clear this, we're traveling here. So let's go 4, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15. We're going to flip into Surge. Each player cannot have more than 5 cards. 2, 4, 5. We have 5. Also, we're questing here, by the way. Surges into Surge. Doomed 1. Attached to the main whenever it flips to off track. Surges into Wind Reveal. Each player exhausts the character he controls. Till the end of the combat phase, exhausted characters cannot ready. That's actually not too bad. We got the Spearman there. Okay. So we quested for 15. We are showing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we quest for 5. So we'll place 2 here and clear here. This will go here. We're at 40 threat. I think we're gonna pull that back. And we're gonna travel here. This is brutal. We're Reveal the top card to travel here. It is a Hive Guardian. Then we are going to track 4. So we do get an on track, so we will flip here. So he's attacking for 5. We did successfully quest. So let's go ahead and spend 2 to play the Bowman. I think we're going to just chump with the Bowman because this guy's attacking for 5, which means that he'll take out the Winged Guardian. And I don't think I am open to losing the Winged Guardian. But if we block with the Winged Guardian, we lose the Winged Guardian. We can attack. We won't deal any damage here, though, unfortunately. Oof. Okay. Regardless, this is engaging us. We'll block with the Guardian. Attack deals damage. Defending character cannot ready. It does deal damage. It deals enough damage to take us out. Alright. We're going to go up to 41. We need a Gandalf. Please, Lord of the Rings. Please. The Valar. And we will have to immediately discard a card. Keep watch. And the storm comes. I'm going to toss the storm comes. Am I? I'm going to toss the hunter. No, I'm at 5. Jeez, I need a Gandalf, man. I think I quest here. I'm going to quest here because the road goes ever on. Well, that just gives me a side quest. It doesn't get me. But I could get a Gandalf if I successfully quest through that. And then Gandalf can deal 4 damage here, and then Spearman can poke him and take him out. So that could work, actually. Let's play The Storm Comes. Let's... Oh, I never gave out money. Let's spend 1 to play Keep Watch. Okay. We do need to clear that at some point. Next round, we'll be able to play a Warden of Healing, which is nice. I almost like... Yeah, I think we have to quest here. We could go on Keep Watch. Alright. Alright. I feel it slipping away from us. But we are on track, which is nice. We're showing 6 in the staging. We're chumping here with the Spearman. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're showing what did I say? We're showing 6, 11. So we're not gonna clear. We're not gonna clear here because that requires 4. But we could potentially clear it next round. The spearman can defend there, dealing the damage. We'll lose the spearman, which is sad. If we quest for 2 more, and we flip an enemy, we lose. If we quest for 1 more, that puts us at 15. We will go down to 9, 5, 4. So if we flip a treachery, we do pass, and then we're feeling really good. And I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we have a emergency block here as well. Flip into, okay, well on track. It gains surge. Boo. Surge is into when revealed, either flip search to off track or deal 1 damage to each questing character. If we flip to off track, this triggers, discards an ally that we control. But we will get Gandalf. So this will die. We'll take this undefended. We're going to flip this to off track. Oh, and then that goes down. Oh, we absolutely blitz through it at that point. Then we can discard. Okay. So we flip off track. Where did I put that? Oh, either flip the search projector to off track or deal 1 damage to each questing character. Okay, so we flipped that to off track. This triggers. We flipped off track. We discard an ally that we control. We're going to discard the bowman, which means that we go quest goes down to 14. Then we're going to resolve. So we got 1, 3, 6. Because we flipped, that's now only a 2. So that's good. So that's 6. We quested for 14, so we placed 8. What math was I doing? So this is 2, 4, 5, 10. I'm only placing 4. Oh, I'm placing 4 here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, 5, 5, 4. Okay, so we're good. So this clears, which is great. This clears, which is huge. So the road goes on. I'm going to do that first. I don't actually know if I have any in here still. I think I may have cleared them all. Yep, we don't have any. So the road goes on whiffs, but I wanted to pull out the side quest so that it's not taking up a potential card slot for Send for Aid. This goes up to 3 too, which is nice. Each player searches the top 10 cards for an ally and puts it under player or control. Each player who does this shuffles their deck. Got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hunter Gandalf. Misty Mountains. I think it's going to be a Gandalf. Yeah, it has to be a Gandalf. We shuffle our deck. Gandalf enters play. I was saying that we would do 4 damage here. But we may not do that. Because if Gandalf attacks here, we can take it out. So I think we reduce our threat. I think this is a choice where we reduce our threat. We have the Spearman block here dealing the 1 damage, and then Gandalf can attack, and then we can block with the Envoy on that guy, on the spider. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So we will decrease our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are off track. So we'll place this, and we're not returning that. No, ain't no way. Well, no, then we have to reveal the top card in counter deck. So we'll increase our threat by 1. Okay. We'll travel here, which is track 2. We did get on track, so we will flip here. So that's great. Okay. This guy engages us. We will attack. We'll deal out shadow cards, I guess. We'll defend here, dealing a damage. And the shadow effect is nothing. Then we got Envoy defending here, which no shadow effect. Gandalf will swing back and take this guy out. Okay. Oh, Spearman's uber dead. Okay. What happens when we push? We just get more enemies. Okay. Gandalf gets discarded. We increase our threat to 38. We're going to stand everybody up. We're going to draw 2 cards. Got the Envoy and Winged Guardian. And I need a Gandalf. Let's pass out some money. We'll go 2 for a Warden of Healing. We'll go 2 from here to play a Winged Guardian. We'll go 2 from here to play an Envoy, and we'll give 1 money back. I think we continue to knock out these side quests. I don't think we push. The only thing that is bad about pushing is this, but we have so many cheap allies that I think we're fine. I think we can continue to knock out some of these side quests. We have like Quick Beam here, which can take out this guy by himself. Winged Guardian can block, so we're good there. We do have a Warden of Healing, so we can start healing some guys up, which I think we'll just go ahead and do. Heal our heroes. Okay. We're showing 4, 10 with the active. I think we go scout ahead. Or we go keep watch. I think we go keep watch here. We just start to get ourselves ready for some of these insane enemies that are going to come. That being said, if we quest on an easier one, which could be the enemy territory, we really haven't had an issue of maintaining under 5 cards. So, and that's 8. So I think that's the last one that goes. I do think we travel here to get that out of. It's only a 4. Keep watch is better long term. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count up what I can quest for, and then determine which one I'm questing on. I know that's not how you're supposed to do it, but that's what I'm gonna do. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have Winged Guardian to block here. We have Envoy as a panic button. Quick Beam can take out here, which we actually may not need to take him out because we have Winged Guardian, and that's just going to be a fuel for like ever until we flip another enemy. You would prioritize enemy territories to get the card draw it gives when you beat it. That's true. That's true. You do get the card draw. That's true. I think I'm going to go 1, 2. That puts me at 15, which is effectively 5. So I think I'm going to go scout ahead. Because if I can clear Scout ahead, then I get +1 here, and it just like, right, it just gets a little bit better each time. So I have a defender, I have a blocker. So let's flip into when revealed, either flip the search objective to off track or deal 1 damage to each questing character. That does kill the minstrel, which is the hard. But it honestly is not that bad. If we kill the minstrel, we're just gonna do that. Or yeah, we're gonna kill the minstrel. So 1 damage. Because we have the warden, we're probably just fine here. So we got 1, 1, 1. We did that, and then 1 here, which reduces this by 2. Oh, which doesn't clear Scout ahead. Fine, we're not going to kill the minstrel. So we'll remove all this damage, and we'll flip this to off track, which will discard Envoy. Or we may just discard Quick Beam. We don't have enough money to play Quick Beam. Yeah, we'll just discard the Envoy. Okay, so that clears Scout ahead. So this goes here. And what does Scout ahead do? We get to look at the top 5 cards, discard a non-objective card, and add it to the victory display. Put the remaining cards back in any order. Okay, we only have 4 cards, so that's a little unfortunate. Okay, so we have Sand Viper. Quick Beam is my favorite int. The hasty int. Yes. Okay. So we can go the Broodling for the next enemy that we pop in here. I think we're gonna throw. Well, the Sand Viper is actually not bad once we get Keep Watch cleared. Also, this is done. I think the Hive Guardian. I think we're gonna get rid of the Hive Guardian. That does remove an on track thing for us. So we'll throw the Hive Guardian out there. Our shadow effect can be the Spider Broodling. Then we're gonna grab a Sand Viper as. Oh wait, actually no, we're gonna reveal one of these, aren't we? Oh, and we discard the rest, don't we? No, we're off track. Just kidding. Okay. Okay. So shadow effect, and we're gonna get the Sand Viper, and at that point we can make sure that we can clear Keep Watch, and then we can just grab the Sand Viper and be okay. Don't forget to discard the Treachery on the quest. Oh shoot. I triggered this already. So actually Envoy is back out. I thought that was whenever we progressed the quest. So I triggered that twice. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. But I've already triggered that. That may have been a different. No, that was that. We're just gonna discard it just because I can't. All the games are starting to blend together. So Shadow Effect, Sand Viper, and then Guarded by Spiders will be a shadow card. Okay. I'm gonna go 1 here. I'm gonna return this to the staging area. We're gonna travel here. These side quests make the staging area challenging. Okay. We will block here. The shadow effect is if you are on track, put it into play. We're off track. So we're good. And then we spent the resource to keep them around. Alrighty. Let's stand up, increase our threat to 39. Draw 2 cards. We got the Spearman and Gandalf. Let's go. Alrighty. Whew. Okay, that big sigh of relief, everybody. We got 1, 2, and we got a lot of money here. Cool. Alrighty. Sweet. So we know the Sand Viper is going to come out. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if we need 15 quest power. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we don't actually have to quest with Theodred. And if we don't quest with Theodred, then we can take out the spider knowing that we're going to get... Oh, and then we clear Keep Watch. And we don't actually need to play Gandalf this round if we don't want to. There's no reason to, other than threat. And that's what we're going to be using him for. And then we can sneak in the Spearman, which will keep us under our hand limit restriction here. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me. Just need that eagle so you can let Winged Guardian go and start prepping the Brood Mother. Yeah. 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 Okay. So we know it's going to be 4. I'm just counting in 6, 12, 15. We need to quest for 15. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. Oh, shoot, we do have to quest with Theodred. So 13. Okay, so this is 6, 7, 8. So that's 8. 11, 14, 15. Then Quick Beam can take out here and we can attack with... Okay. Cool. Excellent. So we're questing for 15. This guy will come out. We successfully got Keep Watch. Now everything is -1 attack. Requesting there. We're going to pay 1 to sneak in the Spearman. This guy is going to... We're going to optionally engage there. We're going to defend with the Winged Guardian. Here, no shadow effect. Which means that we're good there. We spent the resource to keep Winged Guardian around. And then... I guess we also... Yeah, we have Quick Beam to take him out. Alrighty, my friends. Okay. Increase our threat to 40. We'll draw 2 cards. We got the Hunter and the Long Defeat. Sweet. We will stand up. Oh, we were off track. I did not... Need to add 1. This got cleared as well. And I'm going to pull that one back. I just completely skipped the travel phase. Okay. Sweet. Sand Viper. Shadow effects can be bad, but it's probably worth killing the Sand Viper regardless. All right. Let's pass out some money. And we're stood up. Let's go 1 to play the Long Defeat in enemy territory. I want to clear in enemy territory. We're currently showing 4, so we need to quest for minimum 12, so we'll be fine. And then Long Defeat will trigger. We'll get 3 card draw. And I think at that point, we're probably going to be like off to the races. We might as well just clear the storm. Like there's no reason to not push, or there's no reason to push, right? We might as well just clear all the side quests we can to pump him up to questing for 9. And then also the Winged Guardians would be nice to get onto the table. Cool. All right, so we will shuffle this up. We also have Sneak Attack Gandalf. We could save Gandalf, depending on how our threat is looking, for damage on the Broodmother. Right? Like, I don't think that's a horrible idea. Alrighty. So we are going to quest on in enemy territory. We are showing 4. We're going to quest for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 17. That seems overkill, right? What if we remove and go down to 14? We're showing 4. That's 8. If we flip a 2, we do pass. If we don't, let's go Warden of Healing. That's going to put us at 15. That way, if we flip a 3, 7, 8, we would be fine. There's a lot of 3s. If we flip the X, then are we in a position where we could lose if we flip the X amount? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12. No, we would still actually successfully quest. So here we go. Oh, it's a Lost Underground. When revealed, flip the search objective to off track. We are already there. While Lost Underground is in play, the search objective cannot flip. Do not resolve the track keyword. When this stage is defeated, flip the search objective to on track and ignore its forced effects until the end of the phase. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we clear in enemy territory. That goes there. This goes up to 6. We draw 3 cards. 1 from there, 2 from there. 1, there's Eagles. 2, 3, and there's another sneak attack. Beautiful. We are going to go ahead and spend 3 to sneak in Eagles of the Misty Mountain. After questing successfully there. Okay. I'm going to add 1 to off track, and we'll have to raise our threat by 1, 2, 3 because there is no location here. While we're at that, let's go ahead and travel here. Because I just want to cycle that location back in. Sand Viper is going to attack for 0. If on track is in play, it's not. So we take no damage. We'll go ahead and swing and take out the Sand Viper. Alrighty, my friends. Let's stand up. Once we increased our threat to 44. Draw 2 cards. The Dunedain and the Road Goes Ever On. Okay. Pass out some money. 2. Alrighty. We'll spend 1 to play the Long Defeat onto the Storm Comes. I don't see any reason to not do that one first. Yep. We'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to play the Dunedain, the Vigilant Dunedain. Sweet. I'm going to go with the Road Goes Ever on Searching the Caves. Because that is an attachment that I now control, and I can discard that if that shadow effect card comes out. Excellent. We're showing 0, or no, we're showing 2, 5. We'll quest for 8 there. We're questing here on the storm. 10. 13. And then if we quest for 2 here, that's 15, which means that we will successfully clear that regardless, I think. Each player exhausts a character controls until the end of the combat phase. We'll go Spearman. Perfect. So this clears. We're going to draw 2 cards, which is going to be Snowborn and the Red Arrow. Excellent. That's up there. We don't require a resource match. And now we are questing for 9 here. This cleared. I'm going to place 1, add that back. And we're going to just travel right back to it. Sweet. We are at 40. I think we do need to go ahead and get Gandalf in here to reduce our threat just a little bit. So let's stand up. Increase our threat to 45. We'll draw into a... There's a sneak attack, which is huge, and another Dunedain. Let's go ahead and pass out some money. And I think at this point we have... Threat is our biggest issue. Okay. Spend 1 to play the Red Arrow onto Hiragon over here. Perfect. We'll go ahead and spend 4. All right, well, might as well just sneak them out cheaper. Okay. We are showing 2. I'm going to quest here. Yeah. So we'll quest for 9, 11. Minimum, we need to quest for 10. That's 11. Let's go plus 4 is 15. We're going to flip into a 2. While it's in play, progress cannot be placed on locations. Okay. So 11, we clear here. We clear here. We flip this to on track, and we ignore that until the end of the phase. We're now questing for 10 here. All right, we'll go ahead and travel here. We're going to trigger this response to go ahead and sneak in another Dunedain. And we'll stand up. Increase our threat to 46. I did say that I wanted to sneak attack Gandalf in. We do have 3 sneak attacks for Gandalf. Which, okay, we can sneak Gandalf in next turn after we push. Okay. I'm going to go into a Winged Guardian. Excellent. And a Gandalf. Let's go. Alrighty. Alrighty, my friends. We got 1, 1, 3. We'll go 1 and 1. I guess. Is there any reason to not just sneak the Winged Guardian in for 1 cheaper? Sweet. I think this is the time to go ahead and play the Hunter. Let's go ahead and grab the Hunter. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take... Oh, there's another side quest. kind of want to grab that at some point. We don't need to. Okay. Go ahead and spend 1 to play Snowborn Scout to place 1 here. All right. So we are showing 2, 7, 12. So we have to quest for minimum 12. 14 guarantees it pretty much, unless we surge, but let's go, what is this, 10? That's insane. 12, 16. So there's 16. We're going to flip into a 4. So that is going to be 6. We place 10. 4 goes here, which clears this. And then we clear here. This whiffs. We don't have any. And we're going to go on to getting closer. Back. So this looks better. Yeah, we're once we started questing for 10 with one of our heroes, we're feeling better. It was dicey there for a little bit. But we've cleared 8 side schemes, our side quests. We're now we're pushing, right? We're blitzing. And we have 3 sneak attacks and 2 Gandalfs in our hand. So we're like this lineup right here. We have our answer for the Broodmother. Yeah, because we've cleared 2 of the quest side scheme as well. Flip the search objective to off track. Boom. Shuffle the encounter deck discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards from the top until X enemies are discarded, where X is the number of players. Add each enemy discarded this way to the staging area. No enemy. And that's a location. Okay. While on track and play, encounter cards effects cannot be canceled. Alrighty. The end of the quest phase, we're going to place 1 here. And shuffle the encounter card, discard into the encounter deck, and discard cards until from the top until a creature enemy is discarded. Add that enemy to the staging area. Yeah. Theoden, and then we went Song of Kings. And we used Gather Information to grab Song of Kings, so we maintained the leadership stuff, and then we were able to grab Steward of Gondor. Actually, we had Steward of Gondor, which is one of the main reasons we went for Song of Kings. And then, yeah. But on turn 1, we were able to quest for 8. And so, like, we were able to push through the early stuff pretty easily. I'm going to increase my threat by 1. Okay. We did quest successfully, so let's go ahead and throw a Winged Guardian out here. We will go ahead and travel here. See if we go on track. We do get on track. Beautiful. This will flip. Sand Viper immediately engages us. Let's go ahead and have Warden of Healing. Oh, we don't have any damage. Alrighty then. That's fun. We are going to, at this point, we're going to be at 48. We can sneak attack. I don't want to. Chad, yeah, no, that was Jared's idea. It was Jared's idea. And then we threw in these Rivendell Minstrels to help with questing, but also to get Song of Kings if we needed it. And then we then had the Rogue Goes Ever On to for the additional songs. I think we have to sneak attack Gandalf. Like we're getting so close to. Do we have a Gandalf? Yeah, we already have a Gandalf here. Okay. We're at 47. Why am I? Hmm. Each player adds a Broodmother to the staging area. Each other player reveals an encounter card. Flip the search objective to off track. While there's at least 5 progress token on the stage, Broodmother loses, cannot take damage. After the search objective is flipped to off track, remove all progress from the stage. Okay. I'm not going to have traveled here because I'd rather just try and no, because we got on track because of that. Okay. Okay. I think we're gonna let's just go ahead and play it safe. Let's go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf, reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll go here. We're going to defend here. It's gonna be 1 till the end of the round. Defending character cannot ready. We'll go ahead and just sack this Winged Guardian then to the Misty Mountains, and we'll take an attack of 0, no damage. Gandalf will go ahead and take out the Viper. Then Eagles will go ahead and take out here. All right, let's stand up. Gandalf pops back to our hand. Increase our threat to 43. We'll draw into a Steward of Gondor and a Eagles of the Misty Mountain. Increase our money. Okay. Okay. We're gonna push, and then we can sneak attack Gandalf in to chump the Broodmother's attack. And then just I think continuously reduce our sneak attack, our damage, and then a sneak attack and 2 Gandalf normal plays can kill the Broodmother. So we're showing 6, 11. Let's go ahead and. Are we playing anything? Nope. I'm going to quest for 10, 12, 16. Seems good enough. 11. Sorry, we're fine. So 16, flip into a. Oh no, I forgot. Oh jeez. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we placed 3 progress here. Forgot about that card. Oh jeez. All right. The end of the quest phase. Search top 3 cards for an on track. Added to the staging area. Discard the rest. 1, 2, 3. So blocked passage. Alrighty. Increase our threat. Stand up. Draw into a increase our threat to 45 and draw a Dunedain Hunter and a Bowman. We did quest successfully last time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in a Eagles of the Misty Mountains for 3. Alrighty. Um, we will jump directly into quest phase. So we're showing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 in the staging area. So let's spend 1 sneak attack Gandalf. So 17 is our goal. I'm just gonna use this as the to remember that number. So that's what we need to hit. We're gonna reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's committed to the quest. So let's go ahead and count this up. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 14. 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20. We're showing 17. We're gonna go 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So that's 27. That should be good enough. Okay, so we got the giant scorpion. So that's showing 20. So we place 7, 3. Oh, we didn't get it. I need to spend more time doing math. All right, so we placed 3 and 4. Oh, that's what we would call super frustrating. That was just bad play. Alrighty. Clear that. We're gonna get rid of this. Reveal the top card in counter deck. We are on track, so we will surge. Oh wait, actually, on track happens first. We got 1, 2, 3. Added to the staging area, so we'll go 1 there. And then we will reveal the top card in counter deck, which is a Cobweb Cavern. I cannot believe I just did that. Should have just... That was dumb. Alright, these guys will engage me. We've got Winged Guardian blocking at the attack here. It's going to be 3. It gets +2. So that's going to take out the Winged Guardian. Make this eagle a little bit stronger. We'll defend... Oh, wait, actually, it's only... No, we don't, because he has -1 attack. We will spend the 1 to keep the Winged Guardian around. We got a 1 attack here. We'll defend here for 2. No shadow effect. We succeed. We will go 3 to take this guy out. We've got 3, 6 to take him out. All right. Stand up. Increase threat to 41. We'll draw 2 cards. Got the Dunedain. Pass out money. Okay. We don't need to play the Snowborn right now. We'll go ahead and play the Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab the Brood. We'll go ahead and go 2, 3 to play the Bowman. And we've got, we'll sneak the Dunedain in. We're showing 4, 6, 11. We need to quest for 1. I believe in us. Here goes 10, 14, 16, 18. I'm pretty sure there's only one of those X cards in there. I'm pretty sure there's only one of those X cards in there. So 18, Surge, doomed 1. Increase our threat. Whenever we flip to off track, we discard an ally. Surges into here, which surges into here. Gross. Okay, so we did 18. This is going to be 4, 8, 10. So we place 8, 5, and 3. So that clears. This clears. Or this progresses. First player adds Broodmother to the staging area. Each other player reveals an encounter card. Flip search to off track. Okay. So we got Broodmother. The end of the round, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Spider Broodling and add it to the staging area. It engages the first player. They cannot have attachments. While there's at least 5 progress on this stage, Broodmother loses the text, quote, cannot take damage. And then we cannot defeat the stage while Broodmother is in play. All right. We're going to go here. We got a whiff, so no, we're still off track. Actually, I think we need to trigger off track. So we'll increase our threat. All right. These guys will engage us. Oh, and we did successfully quest, so let's go ahead and sneak in this. Okay. Let's go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf. We will reduce our threat by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass out shadow cards. We'll block this attack with Gandalf. We will block this attack with this Ranger. So it's going to be 1. Gets +1. We're fine. We'll block this attack with this Ranger. We're good. We'll block this attack of 2 with this Ranger. Exhaust a character you control. Word of Healing. Okay. Gandalf is exhausted, but he's about to come back to my hand. We're going to have the Bowman go ahead and snipe this guy. So he's going to have a 5 attack. That's going to deal 3 damage. And we'll go ahead and have Theoden participate in that. Or actually, no, this Eagle participate in that attack as well. Which will take this guy out. Theoden will take here. Then this Eagle will take here. Feels pretty good now. Gandalf's back in my hand. We will stand up. Increase our threat to 39. And at this point, it's just a game of survival until we can go on track again. All right. We'll draw a Spearman and a Healer. And pass out some money. We'll go 2 for a Healer. We'll go 1 for a Scout to place 1 here. We'll go here. Cool. So we have a chump here. And we just need to clear and travel. It could be kind of weird. Like so many friends. Yeah. Like we could still lose this game just based on RNG if we do not get an on track. Which it feels like there's a lot of on tracks in there, so I think we would be fine, but hopefully we'll be okay. Alrighty, we got 10. We are showing 2, 5. This is at 0. Let's go ahead and go here. So that's gonna be 14. How many? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. So if there is another X in there, which I 100% should know, we're just going to go ahead and quest for 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 18. We're showing 2. A flip into, hey! Treat the printed text box as each damage character as if it were blank. When the stage is defeated, heal 1 damage from each character in play. Alrighty then. That's fun. Cool. And I guess we can quest on that. And then get more willpower. So this clears. We will go here. We're going to add this back to the staging area. Oh, I thought this... I think I did a... oh, the track is there, yeah. We'll travel right back here. Go 1, 2. We're still off track. So we will rinse, wash, and repeat. Oh yeah, we're going to sneak in the Spearman. Okay. We'll block here. He gets +1 if it destroys a character. Raise each player's threat by 1. There you go. And we'll increase our threat. We will ready. We'll draw 2 cards. It's a Minstrel and a Eagles. Pass out money. But you see how it's like... Now we're just kind of waiting for the right card to get drawn. Like, we've won the game unless we can't draw the right card. So here we are. Alrighty. We'll go 3 for a Minstrel. We're at 41 threat. I still think we want to play Gandalf. I mean, we have so much attack, though, so I think we'll be fine. If we throw Gandalf out there, we don't need to throw Gandalf out there, but here we are. All right, let's quest on Craft Remedy. I guess we'll go ahead and... So that's going to be 10. Oh, at the end of the round, search the encounter deck and discard piles for a Spider Broodling and put it into play. That, and then we had another one. So we could have Wing... We'll just resolve this right now. Wing Guardian is going to defend. On track it's not. And then we'll spend the 1 to keep Wing Guardian around. And then we'll attack back. But I need to remember that at the end of the round. Okay. So we'll quest for 10, 14, 18, 20. And we're questing here. We are showing 3, 6, 12. Yeah, so we'll be fine. We'll flip into Surge, doomed 1. Increase our threat. Surges into the Spider Burrow. After it becomes the active location, bad things happen. Okay. We do shuffle this now because we are still in the quest phase. Okay. So we requested for 20. We're showing 4, 6. So we place 12. So that's going to clear here. Oh, no. Which will get shuffled in here. And clear here. We will heal this. And then requesting for 11 there. I did not think about shuffling and the fact that we don't have a... Or is it whenever it's empty? I think it's whenever it's empty. So this would actually still be in the discard pile because we emptied it during the quest phase. add 1. Put this back. Travel here. Hey, we're on track now. Woo! Alrighty. There we go. Let's kill this this mother. This will engage us. Let's pass out shadow cards. We're gonna have the Winged Guardian defend here. If on track is in play, put this into play, engage with you, and deal it a shadow card. Okay. This dies. We're gonna throw it here. We'll defend here. No shadow. We'll defend here and here. The attack deals damage, and it does not deal damage. Okay. So we can deal damage to this thing. Nope, we can't. We have to have 5 progress there. So we'll just clear these guys and then put one of them back. Alrighty, we'll stand up. We got this. So now we just have to place 5 progress, then we can deal damage, and then we win. Okay. We will draw our last card. Rogue goes ever on. We'll increase our threat to 43. We'll pass out money. 2, 1. Let's go ahead and spend 5 to play Gandalf. We'll reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and spend 4 to play Eagles of the Eagles of the Missing Mountain. Okay. We are showing 1, 4, 6, 9. So we'll quest for 11, 15, 17, 19, 19. What did I say? We're showing 9. No, the X card's back in there, isn't it? 21, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be 29. So we probably want to go for 4 more. There's Gandalf, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll go the Bowman for 1. So that's 30. So if we flip the X, we should be fine. Flip into Surge, doomed 1. Surge into while on track, it gets +2 attack and -5 engagement cost. Alrighty. So we blast through this, and that is clear, but we would remove all progress when we flip to on track, which, let's look at the top 3. Thank goodness we are still on track. That'd be so sad. If we flipped off track right now, I would table flip. Okay. We won't travel. We'll engage here and here. We will defend here. Actually, we'll pass out shadow cards, I guess. This guy will defend here. No shadow effect. This guy will defend here. He's actually attacking for... He's attacking for 4. We're defending for 2. Okay. No shadow effect. We take 2 damage. We're actually going to have this... No, we're not. We're going to defend with Spearman. Deal a damage. 6. This attack deals damage to the defending character. Cannot ready until the end of the round. Oh, the defending character is not readying for the rest of their lives. Okay. We have to do 15 So we've got 3, 4, 8, 11, 14, 17 to take out the spider. And that's game. That was a crazy quest. I really liked this deck. I felt the quest was a little awkward. I thought it was slightly awkward. But I enjoyed the deck a lot. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. Woo. Unfortunately, we are like way later than I was expecting to go, so I'm not going to be able to open this because I actually have something that I need to do at 2, and it's already 2:04. So, so we are going to have to. We'll open this right before we play the next quest, and maybe that will showcase some of the cards that we need to play right before. But that was a really fun deck. I enjoyed that a lot. I appreciate y'all helping with the deck build. Yeah, awesome. Thanks all so much. I'm gonna run because I am late. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you on Friday. We're starting the new Arkham Horror campaign, the Feast of the Hemlock Veil. So we're gonna be doing that. So hope to see you all on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Peace.